wonder why. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie the Blerd without fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 366 of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse. And not only that you can find here, but you find us on Google, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple, pretty much anywhere good podcasts may be found. If you do so, make sure you leave us a rating. Helps us find more listeners just like you. Anyway, Carter. How you doing?
I just noticed something when you said what Blerd Cave this was.
Mm-hmm.
This is 366, correct?
Yeah, 366.
Boy, you sure just put this was 365.
Oh, I didn't change it last night when I put the thing up.
All right.
I know because I made the thumbnail last night, so I know it's 366. But when I scheduled this at like 4 a.m., so leave me alone.
I feel you.
All
right,
but
so
yes, go ahead.
How am I
go
doing?
Ahead.
Well, let me go ahead and get this out of the way because I got tagged at 3 a.m. on Discord about it. A lot of you all were asking about it last week because a lot of you all wanted me to be present for Ernie's Thursday stream because of the discussion that was had. And
were we talking about Thursday that was so important?
Oh, they wanted to know how I felt about Spider-Man. That's all.
Oh, gotcha.
They wanted to know.
I was trying to figure. I thought like that. The fucked up part is I wasn't even thinking about Spider-Man. I was thinking like was there something specific that we said that was?
Well, it's because I think they were wanting the spoiler review stuff to happen here as opposed to Thursdays. But anyway.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get. Well, I mean, at this point, you hadn't even seen the movie when we had talked about it, I don't think. So yeah. So how the fuck would we have done that?
Done the spoiler review, yeah. But anyway, I did see it. I did see it. I did enjoy it. Ernie and I actually had a conversation about it after I went and saw it. That is, I didn't understand what he and another homeboy of mine said when they said this was the most Spider-Man movie ever. Like Tom Holland, that was Spider-Man. I didn't understand what they meant when they said that until
you saw it.
Until I saw it. So yes, I did enjoy the movie, but I will say, my one friend, because I didn't tell Ernie this part, my one friend, he was really surprised at what I was saying when watching the film. What do you mean, Carter? I'll tell you. The one thing I tend to not, this is totally gonna get me in trouble. Ernie, check me if this is too problematic. The one thing I don't really gel with in certain films is when there is a female antagonist and there's a male protagonist. That female antagonist won't really get her comeuppance like she should. Like it's always an environmental reason or something else happening as to why she got her comeuppance. I give an example. Amanda Waller in James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. She's doing Idris Elba dirty, trying to send his daughter to prison unless he joins the team. She's manipulating Harley. She's manipulating all these people. And she really never gets the hands like she should up until one of the other people that work with her in Task Force clocked her with the goddamn golf club. It wasn't Suicide Squad like it should have been. It wasn't Harley. It wasn't Peacemaker. It wasn't Idris Elba. It wasn't the Rat Catcher or nobody or Polka Dot Man. No, it was just some random woman that worked there with Task Force X, clocked her with the Tiger Woods. All right. Spoilers. Jean Grey in this movie. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the scene. When MJ kissed Peter, said she remembered everything, Tom Holland is just the weight is lifted off him. He's getting emotional. He is so happy to have his love, his heart back. And then it's a psych. She don't know you. She don't remember nothing. And now I'm finna walk off this building, and now you finna have to save her. That little ginger motherfucker should have caught hands right then. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't
Peter
disagree.
should have had them black eyes and should have did her ass just like she got done in Stranger Things. I'm sorry. Okay? She done possessed the Hulk, who has been good up until this point. Ain't no telling how many people could have went to the green door because she done possessed the Hulk, right? She's possessing Frank Castle, and yes, they showed him pop a couple people in the leg because of her, but the fact that, and I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. When I saw her on that bus, I just get the okay, respectfully. This is when my friends started laughing. Fuck your sister. Okay. Both of you little bitches shouldn't have been doing what you was doing. No way. Just possessing people just because you can, hopping from body to body and shit like that. You shouldn't have been doing that shit. No way. Let's just keep it a band. So the fact that your sister goof ass got caught for possessing people, playing hopscotch with people's lives and shit, fuck out of here. Ain't no, then you done took over a big ass portion of New York and all that, bruh. No, she should have. If like, okay, don't let it be Peter. You can't show that in a movie. I completely get that. But MJ or somebody should have given her the beats. I'm sorry. The fact that we just finna cry and you finna make me try to believe that Marissa Tomei just made her turn her whole goddamn life around, you still should have caught the hands. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a little bit more complex than that, but I do feel where you're coming from.
Okay.
It's a little bit more complex than that.
I get that old boy from Severance played you. That's who your attention should have been focused on.
Well,
and
yes.
I understand the rage of, I'm trying to get him, but this goddamn spider won't get the fuck on.
Well,
what does all of New York have to do with that?
Well, I mean, I think by the time she got to, well, I mean, in a lot of cases, I could make the argument that much of what she was doing, while definitely an invasion of personal freedoms, until Spider-Man got involved, like whatever it was that she was doing was largely harmless. And some of the people I was like, I don't care what happens to Scorpion.
Oh no, not at all.
But it's when
let Voss get his ass whipped. I don't care about Voss.
Yeah. Look, because I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, if I was her, I still would have been punishing that man for the sins of Far Cry 3. That man would have repeatedly heard me say, "Do you know the definition of has anyone ever told you the definition of insanity?"
His ass would have got punished for Orphan Black. You talking about Far Cry 3?
Oh yeah, no. He would have. Voss would have caught it for crimes across Hollywood. But no, some of it, I'm kind of like, yeah, I do feel there was like kind of a hand waving of crimes committed, but that's one of those things I was kind of like, you know what, they'll probably address it at a later point. Like it'll probably be something that comes up later. So I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be too terribly harsh on it, especially considering the circumstances. You know, but I will say it does actually kind of help differentiate an MCU from a Marvel Comics universe. Because I mean, in the comics, there's really no specific good reason for why humans dislike mutants in the comics. And really, when you think about it, in the original Fox movies, they never really made a good argument for their either, because what was it? Senator Kelly famously said at the beginning of the first X-Men movie, "Oh, what's to stop them from just walking into a bank
Walking
and
through
taking off?"
walls, and
Yeah,
walking in the bank vault.
it's
Yeah, I
like
remember that shit.
it's like, well, has anybody done that yet? And it's like, no. All right, then shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody, motherfuckers just trying to live. So like there, it's more of like an irrational hatred. But like I could see where the MCU might go for something like, well, I mean, maybe there's kind of a reason. There's kind of a reason if motherfucker just go off the handle. Not to say that it makes it better, but I will also say that for all that is for all that is said, the Jean hopping the bus as soon as I saw her on that Greyhound. I mean, I didn't even need to see the front of the bus. I didn't even need to see the front of the bus to see that it probably said Westchester, New York. So it was just one of those things that was largely implied. But no. But for those who are curious, partially the reason why, well, it's actually the entire reason why. The reason why we do not do them on Saturdays anymore, because Saturdays is the more comic focused show.
Okay.
Thursdays is the more media focused show. So that is why.
There you go.
Otherwise, that and I'll be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Between talking about it the Thursday prior, and then having to talk about it on Captain Diesel's pull list therapy, and then everybody just randomly talking to me about it throughout the week, and then talking about it on Thursday, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I love the movie, but talking about it that much will make me start to not like that motherfucker very much.
I'm not.
So yeah, there's a thing for overexposure, which is why I've largely have just been kind of like, yep.
Yeah. Other than that, but yeah, dude, that was a damn good Spider-Man movie. I really did enjoy it. Having to talk to coworkers who are not, they know about this now, so they ask me every single comic book question they can about some shit.
Yeah. Also, real quick, do you want to point out, Bird Nerd? Technically not. It was because y'all brought it up in the chat. X-Men 97, it's because y'all would bring it up in the chat, so we would just inevitably end up talking about it anyway.
Talking about it.
Yeah, that it was not like a planned discussion a lot of the time. It was usually like somebody in the chat asked a question, and we would just end up talking about it for a while. But no, generally speaking, I don't like talking about a thing like all fucking week. I'm just gonna be real.
I ain't mad at that.
Because eventually at some point I'll start like, and this is just the way my brain is wired. I'll get tired of it.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into, hey, fuck that movie real cool. Just having to talk about it throughout the week.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be like, oh,
but yeah, dude, bullshit. I enjoyed it. So I don't want to give it a fucking score. I really like that movie. I did not feel like my time was wasted. The spoilers, the Peter Parker of it all, making them inhibitors. Like, I'm hoping some years down the line, some chickens come home to roost in regards to that. I'm hoping, because that is nuts. But yeah, dude, that was a fun one. And I really need a lot of y'all asses to stop spewing all this misinformation or making y'all fan versions of these goddamn movies. Because one thing my coworker asked me, I shit you not, Ernie. So isn't that what happened in the comic books, Carter? I said, what do you mean? Well, what I've been hearing, what they've been saying is that he's supposed to end up with the ginger. I said, what? Yeah, that's what they said. They say him and the ginger, that's like the love of his life. I said, sweetie, she's an X-Man. Oh, no, I know. But I'm just telling you, that's what they said. Who is they?
First off,
all these people are like, bruh, y'all got to cut that out, though.
I'll just say this. And then I want to keep it pushing because
let's roll.
I would like to maintain my love of Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Because there is actually something else I want to talk to you about.
Oh, well, then we'll get to
Something
that
you
here in a
poke
sec.
fun at me about.
I like, look, like I said on Thursday, I literally had someone sitting next to me. I guess they were trying to impress their girlfriend or some girl they're trying to date or whoever.
Oh no.
But when the whole Sarah Gray thing came up and the dude was like, oh shit. And I guess like his girl was like, oh, who's Sarah Gray? He's like, oh no, man. See, Sarah Gray, yeah. See, folks be sleeping on Sarah Gray, man. Yeah, she's the most powerful mutant in the comics. That's like, and like I think I talked about how like I had kind of like when I heard him say that, because like they're literally sitting right next to me, and like, you know me, I can't hide what the fuck I'm thinking on my face. So my head just kind of like, I was literally like I'm sitting here and I'm just like and the girl was looking at like, because she was looking at him, so therefore she can see me.
Oh no.
And I think, and I'm pretty sure she caught what I caught my face, and I just kind of was like, when I realized she was, I just turned back around. But no,
the nigga, what? Look on your face.
You're like, what?
Oh,
like
that's great.
You,
That's great.
You know, like
that's
like
good.
You know, like in The Blackening, where they were like, you have like the telepathy, the
My coworkers and I, we do that shit all the time. We make it a point to say, the black staff. Yeah, we all can do that. That's a thing.
Like we were just like, I feel like her and I connected for like 2 seconds, because I was just like, you know that nigga lying, right? Because I was like, in the comics, Sarah, I mean, they've retconned Sarah Gray recently, but even then, she doesn't have that power. Like, because she was in the Stephanie Phillips Phoenix.
Yeah.
That was like the last arc of that book. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it's whatever. I don't care. I was like, you know what? I was like, y'all say whatever you want. I saw so many people saying so many like weird and incredibly wrong things about Sarah Gray. I was like, y'all know that heifer ain't been in but like a handful of comics, right? Like, she ain't got the storied history that y'all claim she got. Like, that motherfucker died off panel back in the 90s.
No, she didn't. That was the body. That Sarah Gray was who they used to trick Cyclops when he thought it was Jean. They just dyed her hair red. Sarah Gray is Madeline Pryor. Y'all just tend to forget that shit. Y'all don't know these comic books like I know these comics.
God, I swear, God, I can't.
I just made so many people just scream, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Honestly, that was so I'm not gonna hold you. Like, before they actually did the whole like Sarah Gray like reveal thing, that's like I said, then we'll move on. Before they actually did all that, I was like, oh, I said, is that why this? I said, is this why this Jean is evil? I was like, is this like actually Madeline, and like we're just kind of getting ahead of ourselves we're getting ahead of our skis on all this shit, but it is what it is. I thought it was great. I like, did I want to see Jean as a bad guy? No, but like, was it fun? Sure. Anyway,
main thing. So one of the first things that we are going to do, well, I've said, Shane, I have said spoilers several times. Ernie has done a spoiler stream. I've made it a point to say spoilers every time.
True.
Sorry, big dog. Anyway, before we get to one of our, it's slowly starting to become one of our mainstays here every month.
Yeah.
One thing that I picked up this month was Volume 2 of the Rockefellers, right? Peter Tomasi, Francis Manapul, and this is the next 6. This is issues 8 through 12. And the one thing that Ernie loves to poke fun at me at, because he knows I despise it. Now, main thing, the Rockefellers. Think Lost in Space. You can almost kind of think some Fantastic Four vibes almost, but I feel a lot more Lost in Space when I read this book. But a family that is from the future, instead they are traveling to different time periods to run away from corporate overlords who are trying to find the dad, Mr. Rockefeller himself, just because of the technology and stuff that he was making of combining organics and machines. And he realized how bad that could go. So he took his family. They've just been traveling to different time periods just to stay away from the big bad of the book. Now, this is a whole family. You got Meemaw, you got Grandpappy, you got the daughter, you got the youngest baby girl, you got the youngest son, you got his wife, you got his dog, you got a bird now. But the one thing Ernie always fucks with me about is the fact that when it comes to certain storylines, it came up a lot during Incredible Hulk. The angsty teen trope. Okay. The angsty teen trope. We have a son here who there's a girl he really likes in his time period in the future. His friends are all in the future. He hates that he has to go through all these different time periods and running away from stuff. He don't give a damn about any of that. I like this girl. I want to go back to where we came from. So he's been doing stuff that no one knows about behind the scenes, trying to just leave the family and all this. Basically angsty teen shit that infuriates me to no end. Peter Tomasi just showed a lot of y'all how to do that. And it's a very simple, Ernie, because I don't mind the teen angst that's going on in this book. Do you know why, Mr. Carruthers?
Why?
Because in this book here, the teen angst and drama is only for like a panel or two, and then they can go right back to the main goddamn story. It ain't taking over no goddamn issue. We ain't got to hear the teen angst backstory during the angst. It's just there's a lot of moving parts going on. Here's the teen angst stuff that is also going on with the moving parts. We can't deal with that right now. We got to focus on this, and then it still comes around to like it to be beneficial. So I really like the way that it is done in this bad boy. So I'm warming up to the teen angsty trope in comic books, Ernie.
I mean, it's funny because it doesn't bother me quite as much in comics, but it does actually bother me in TV shows and movies, like a lot. But I will say there is something to be said for understanding that less is more when it comes to teen angst. Because like every TV show I've ever watched, whenever there's like a snot-nosed, bratty-ass teenager or like or preteen that's hanging around, I'll just point in the direction of like Buffy and Angel, The Strain, Walking Dead. These are just it's not limited to these, but just these are examples. Yeah, you'll never see me check out of a show faster. And I won't even hold you. There are even sometimes where like it doesn't bother me quite as much. I'll kind of be like, okay. Like, because I didn't like teenagers even when I was a teenager. I didn't like kids when I was a kid. So that's one reason.
I'll tell you what it is. And I think that's why I like how the book handles it. I think parents that are watching, you know those moments where like you all's child will have that tantrum, that moment. Now in comic books, they'll drag this bullshit out. But IRL, they'll be all right. And then you go back to doing what you was doing. Okay. They'll be all right. We have to worry about not dying or taking care of this person or doing this and doing that. They'll be all right. I love it. It's great. It's great, Ernie. So
Well,
yes,
that's
that is me telling you to get the Rockefellers, y'all. 2 trades
that
are out now.
is that's kind of in the same vein of oh god, what was the book? Exquisite Corpses kind of has a little bit of that. Though once
Mhm.
again, and even there, like it's not like as prevalent as you would as prevalent as like in Big Two is really where people are bad about this. I feel like in the more creator owned space, it's not as big a deal. Which is probably why it's not as big a deal in the Rockefellers. But like like whenever like Marvel or DC get a hold of a book and they want to
Yeah.
do teen angst, they'll make it the whole issue. They'll make the teen angst the whole fucking issue, and I'm just like, bruh, I know.
Mhm.
But and it's good. You know what? My thing is, I think teen angst is fine when it's in the place it should be. Like if we're talking about a young adult series or like a series aimed at like teenagers, fine. Then if there's some teen angst there, I just kind of grit my teeth and bear it. But like when it's in
Yeah.
shit where otherwise teen angst would not be found,
Mhm.
that's when I'm kind of like, all right, can we?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the old classic attitude era Jim Ross. I'm gonna hold the pen up and send it home. But no,
All right.
I will. Yeah, before we get into the other thing, there's something I wanted to hit before
Yeah.
we hit some stuff, just so I can get it out of the way. Just
Let's do
because
that.
these are
Do it.
things that need to be discussed.
Handle it.
First and foremost,
Mhm.
um. So the diamond debacle
Mhm.
has technically come to an end, sort of. Maybe. Possibly.
Oh Lord.
But it also may be getting its own cinematic universe. And what I mean by that is that technically the whole bankruptcy litigation thing that Diamond's been going through,
Yeah.
for those that don't know, Diamond is pretty much dead and buried. It's not a
Yes.
thing really. The whole company just basically went ass over tea kettle. And
And
in
and still
spectacular
owe people
fashion.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah. Still owe people
still
some bags.
but apparently the bankruptcy end of things has recently
Mhm.
come to an end. Basically they've reached a settlement agreement.
Okay.
And basically the way that Bleeding Cool frames this, which there's a couple of ways they frame this whole article that are somewhat cringe to me, but I get because the Odyssey is popular.
Oh no. Oh no. What does that mean?
Here, I'll pull it up so you can see it.
Okay.
Here we go. Right here. It says, the Diamond Comics bankruptcy war is over, but the Odyssey is to come. Yeah, they had to sneak that in there for the SEO and to get those extra get that algorithmic push, or whatever. So yeah, that said, basically, they go on to say that according to new papers filed in U.S. courts this week, the long war is now over. In that, a settlement agreement has been put forward by the publisher, members of the ad hoc committee, and the Chapter 7 trustee. In a sense, it can be said that the publishers have won, but at what cost? And what comes next
Lord.
may still be a significant journey. So, basically, for those that don't know, you might have, especially if you are a regular attendee to your LCS, you probably noticed last year, and maybe even kind of somewhat of a little bit of the back end of 2024,
Mhm.
maybe even a little bit into this year, you probably
Yeah.
noticed that some of your favorite books either got delayed or you probably found out, or maybe like you were probably told by your LCS, oh, hey, we didn't get this book in because they had to find a new distributor, or they said, oh, book was late, or but not because of like the publisher, like there was like a distribution level issue. Whatever the case was, this was why. Because a lot of publishers were having to find alternative methods to get their books into LCSs. So that's why you started seeing like, well, Lunar was already like kind of becoming a go-to option for a lot of people. Lunar's
the option.
Yeah, Lunar like literally became the
it was
the
going
default.
to be it was going to be Penguin Random House, but a lot of shops did not like how Penguin shipped the books because they didn't really care that they were comic book. They just threw the motherfuckers in there. So
threw them
a lot of the books, a lot of them came out damaged, and that includes variants that people wanted and stuff like that. So then that was a lot of chaos. So now everybody's more so using Lunar for the most part.
Right. Yeah. It just like, I don't know. There's a lot of craziness. There was a lot of craziness. But all that being said, as we have it here, January 2025, Diamond Comic Distributors declare bankruptcy. Many publishers fell. Those who remained tried to deal with the new owners after the bankruptcy auction, but discovered that the debtors had filed a bankruptcy claim over the stock still held in warehouse. We talked about this before because there was money that was owed to Dynamite. And basically, I think this is a public number, but they were literally owed well over $1 million worth of stock. Or for over $1 million worth of stock that Diamond held in their possession. But it says the larger publishers formed two groups: the ad hoc committee and the consignment group. The settlement is with all members of the ad hoc committee, which is Ablaze, American Mythology Productions, Avatar Press, Battle Quest Comics, Action Lab, Drawn and Quarterly, Fantagraphics, Green Robin, Hermes Press, Living the Line, Paizo, Udon, and Zenoscope, as well as two additional members from the consignment group, Dynamite Entertainment and Boom Studios. So what has happened with the remaining consignment group members? Dark Horse, Aspen, Black Mask, Distillery, Heavy Metal, Magnetic, Massive, Oni, Panini UK, Alien Books, Graphic Mundi, Titan, and Vault. We are yet to learn.
That's why Distillery had that goddamn break. Trying to steal ride with your boys and then jump off that goddamn burning ship when y'all was supposed to.
So
y'all were the ones playing y'all goddamn violins and pianos while the Titanic was fucking sinking. That's what y'all was.
I mean, because look, I'm gonna pull it back just for a sec because I want to talk about something just very briefly that Carter and I had a discussion about privately. But yeah, it was one of those things that like when we were talking about certain distillery books, and I remember Carter telling me, because Carter reads more distillery than I do, being like, oh, hey, so-and-so finally coming out. He'd be like, oh, so-and-so finally coming out. Or I would be like, hey, did so-and-so ever finish? And he'd be like, nah, and that's how we would find out about, what was it, the Scott Snyder book that like it had taken 5 ever to to play catch up, and all the other ones.
White Boat, that's what it was called.
Right. White Boat. And I remember one of the things we talked about privately was that in the time the distillery was not putting out books, they were on hiatus. Which I thought this was a weird move just in and of itself. But they were like just propping up big 2 books. Like Marvel specifically, which I thought was a strange choice. But yeah, like, and I mean, that's fine. You do what you want. I mean, it's your shit. You do whatever you want. But I just thought it was kind of weird. I was like, I felt like maybe they would use this time to maybe help raise awareness about the books they had already released. And not to say they weren't doing that. But it would be as weird to me as if DC came out and said, "Hey, we're going on hiatus for a little bit. By the way, hey man, go check out these Marvel books over here."
Like, go check out that Avengers Armageddon for the one time. Like, what?
Hey man, go read that DNX. They got DNX
so
coming
funny.
out.
It was hey, you all know Scott Snyder? Yeah, you know those books he's doing for us that we only came out with one issue 3 years ago and ain't finished. Hey, y'all go check out that Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
What about the book he just put out with y'all that's been on hiatus for 2 years, but y'all only do 3 issues? Like, what? And just to answer a real quick question to Mike Manhattan, Valiant left Diamond a while ago. They go through Alien Books. I think Alien Books basically controls everything Valiant. That's why don't nobody talk about Valiant.
Yeah, that's why they're in this the remaining consignment groups.
Yeah.
Alien Books is among that number. And I mean, there's a lot more to this. I could sit here and litigate this shit all day, but this article is actually really fucking long. And I mean, I think it can all be boiled down to Diamond goofed. And they goofed a little too close to the sun, to the goofy sun. And now what will happen in the future? Like, will anybody get their money? Will anybody well, like what is like, you know what? There's gonna be a documentary that's gonna come out probably in a few years, 5 to 10 years, mark my words. And it is going to be glorious. I cannot wait to watch it. It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait.
What I hate about all of this is for these comic companies and these imprints. It keeps sounding to me more and more like when it comes to the Diamond of it all. Hey, y'all just got to take that one on the chin. I know it's millions, but y'all just got to take that on the chin. That is nuts, bro. You just got to hold that for millions. Somebody would be getting shot right now.
Oh no, there would have been crimes committed because, like, I know for a fact. I mean, this is a matter of public record that not Diamond, but because of Diamond, Dynamite was not able to make payroll at one point. This was something that was reported on by Bleeding Cool. And and I'm like, dude, at this point, I'm like, Diamond, you fucking with folks' livelihoods, you fucking with folks' ability to pay their bills, feed their family, take care of themselves.
Yeah,
I'm like,
look, Anton Sugar, Ernie. That's what it's time to call Anton Sugar.
look, hey, bust out that little, what was that thing? The cattle gimmick?
Goddamn cattle compressor? Yeah, bro. It's time to call Anton, dog. Yes, sir.
Had to put that motherfucker up on you like this and just be like, pop. Oh yeah, no, you didn't look, because I'm look. Everybody got to go. Whole building got to go. The millions? Oh yeah, nah, pimp. I got to look. And you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I'd have done it and then when what was it? The end of Ready or Not? The first joint where old girl was sitting outside smoking a cigarette when the police car showed up. That would be me. Just sitting on the steps. I'd be sitting on the steps of Diamond, just like.
You wouldn't.
And
the Diamond gonna come outside. We all just sitting on the stairs. Yeah.
Be like, sir, did you do this? That I'm not gonna incriminate myself. I'm just gonna stare at him. I'm just gonna stare. I'm just like.
I can only hope and cross fingers that everybody that had the misfortune of trying to ride it out get some form of bread back from this, because you never want to see these companies, like, well, maybe with the exception of Valiant, somebody better needs that thing.
Man.
Somebody better needs to take that shit over. But like for these other imprints and companies like that, you never want to see them go under, especially like that, when Diamond was supposed to be the name and these were supposed to be the people you trust to put out your business. So,
well, I mean, Diamond thought they were bigger than the program, and I'm sorry, but that was not the case. Real quick, I do want to give a shout out to I want to give a shout out to Devon Dynamo, who's out here hooking folks up, gifting out 5 Blerd Club Gold memberships. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta put you in timeout for 10 seconds there, Mike Manhattan.
Wait, what happened?
The boy said Liefeld should buy Valiant. Yeah, you got to get timed
out.
out.
Oh man, I ain't gonna hold you. I
got to get timed out.
I gotta co-sign that just for 5 seconds. Just even for 5 seconds. Because I'm like, dude, I don't want Rob Liefeld. No, well, honestly, you know the crazy thing is, it wouldn't be worse. It would be better. It would be better. You know what it is? You know when like someone offer you a job, like a job promotion, but it really ain't a promotion, and it ain't a demotion either. It's just a lateral move, but they dress it up to make it sound like it's a promotion. That's what Rob Liefeld, being in charge of Valiant, would be. He would really try and get you to believe that it's an upgrade, but it's really just a sidestep. Like it's just oh, okay, yeah, we over here now. We was here, now we over here. Like there's no change in elevation.
Okay.
But that said, yeah, we did mention the absolute thing. So I find this funny that even when it's a loss, it's still technically a win. Apparently Absolute Batman's getting his 12th printing. Which is kind of insane. Batman Absolute Batman number 1's getting his 12th. Absolute Batman number 2 is getting its 9th, and the annual is getting its 4th reprinting.
Yep.
And I think that Batman number 1 through 8, the Matt Fraction stuff, not the Absolute stuff.
Yeah.
Those are also getting reprints, but this all comes in the wake of something that I kind of wanted to share.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, there is a little market share of comics. We don't really get to see all of the vast and sundry numbers in specific sales figures for comics. And as we kind of jump into the comics and magazine shenanigans, like as we get ready to hop into that, I do want to keep in your mind something, because I want to see how it matches. This is a unique situation. I want to see how the data that I have in front of me matches the data that we're going to be talking about with comics and magazine. So with that said, and I guess before we do jump in that, let's answer this. We got a $5 super chat from Highlight 915 says, how we feel about the new Dark Knights of Steel. Carter, what say you?
First issue was fine, just getting back into the swing of things. But I think that first issue was buried under a lot of drama surrounding the artist for the book, Otto Schmidt. There's been a lot of stuff that's come on in regard to some art he did for some non-favorable people. Tom Taylor has come out several times and said that stuff was not true. But I haven't really delved too much deeper into it than that. I actually need to, just to see kind of what's going on, because Ernie, just for you, do you remember oh my God, I forgot the name of that artist. You remember when the artist for Immortal Hulk got outed for the shit that he was putting in? They're saying Otto Schmidt has done something along those lines. But again, Tom Taylor has come out several times saying that it was not true. He's come to the defense of that artist several times. I'd have to look, like I said, I got to look more into it, but I did read that first issue. It was fine. Joe Bennett. Thank you, Triple Dot. Joe Bennett. They're saying Otto Schmidt. Hey, what you doing over there? What you doing over there?
I got some questions.
But like there was a whole thing that Tom Taylor did for League of Comic Geeks, like a whole AMA, and several of those questions for that AMA were in regards to that artist for that book and how he was having to come to the defense of him. So,
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to look into that a little bit more because that is
yeah,
something that like
yeah,
because I remember when the whole thing with Joe Bennett happened with Immortal Hulk, it was one of those where it was
hmm
like, man, I can't like because I couldn't even defend it. I couldn't defend it.
yeah, yeah.
Because it was right there. Like it was literally right there, and dude had a history. And not only
hmm
that, what did he do afterward? He immediately ran to the warm, wet snatch of the Chud Comics Gate crowd, immediately following Immortal Hulk. So yeah, that Joe's never beaten the charges. As for Otto,
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on there. That
Yeah.
is
I got to do a lot more looking into that. And if it comes out to be something to where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm good on Dark Knights of Steel 2 right now, then I will
uh
move accordingly. But I need more information on it because I know the one thing that I've seen a lot is that a lot of this shit is coming from Twitter, and Twitter isn't the best place to be looking for shit like that. So I need to do some more research myself on
yeah,
that. Thank you for
this
that 5, but yeah, that's I gotta do some more research on that artist, but yeah, the first issue was fine. It was all right.
mm.
It was all right. Um,
Real quick,
yeah,
let's see. Tia Davis, have you seen the primetime movie trailer? They got Chris out here moving like Batman. Well, I
yeah,
mean, that look, yeah, they said they delayed the Batman 2.
hmm
Primetime said, nah, this the Batman 2. Cause your boy Battinson is out here moving crazy. Did you see that shit?
yeah. I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer. I'm still tripping that they're doing a movie on To Catch a
Yeah.
Predator because everybody started making fun of the first guy who got caught in the trailer. It's like, damn. So your ass leave MJ in New York just to become pervert. Like, damn, Flash, you like what happened to you, big dog?
Also, why
That,
they
I
got
saw that
Jimmy?
comment a lot.
Why they got? Why they, why they got Jimmy Olsen Gemstone out here? Why they got Jimmy Olsen Gemstone out here?
He looks so
Being
confused
debate.
by how do I pretend to be thirsty? But the YouTube comments are really funny because they're saying they did it right. They have the people that don't look nothing like they supposed to be 13 playing 13. That's what they do on the show for real. It's like, oh
Yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah, no,
So
because did you ever watch that documentary that came out recently about To Catch a Predator?
no.
So they actually got a couple of, I think, yeah, about a couple of the people that used to be like, the bait.
hmm
They got them to come forward and talk. Like, obviously they're good and
Okay.
fucking grown now.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, like basically, yeah, even going back and looking at them, then it's like it was obvious they weren't kids, but like I know one of the girls, like she affected a very like childlike voice, which to a perv, I could see that they would probably just be like close
Ugh, I don't
enough.
even want
But
to,
yeah,
ugh, I'm straight.
that's
I don't want to
that's
go.
one of those where I'm like, look, bruh, first off, just take the do the Evil Dead burn. Do for those who've seen Evil Dead burn,
Ugh, I
do
don't
do
really-
do do
ugh.
what the daddy did with the pistol. Do what the daddy did with the pistol.
Yuck. But yeah, dude.
That's all I'll say.
Okay. So Frederick, I can tell you right now, Ernie can't answer this question. I can a little bit, but I
Which
also
one?
want to. He's asking you what is the Batman Bad Seeds event
Oh
about?
yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. Long story short, you'd have to be reading Poison Ivy for the main reason,
Mhm.
just because she is the mayor, and it's this like war or back and forth that's been going on
Well,
between her and Commissioner Vandal Savage. So
so I
Gotham
can
is just
speak.
caught in the middle of that.
I can speak to it a little bit.
Okay.
But basically, so during all the previous shenanigans, the whole what was the name of that fucking event they did with Batman? What was it Gotham War or whatever the fuck it was called?
Yeah. It was Gotham War with him and Catwoman. Yeah.
Following all that bullshit. Obviously, kind of in a little bit before that, Vandal Savage basically just wound up, kind of hanging out around Batman, and he basically took over the Batcave. He basically got all the info and everything. He's become, fucking commissioner and shit. When Ivy came back to Gotham, basically she found out it was kind of like a surveillance state where they were using like AI and shit to like, fucking, keep watch over everybody. Over policing was ramping up, contaminating of neighborhoods was ramping up, and Ivy basically pushed back, became the mayor herself, and basically the things that she did to put herself in that position basically put her in direct opposition to Vandal Savage. That's as far as I can go from there. From the Poison Ivy side of it, the Batman side of it, it's because it's fucking Batman. And Batman, if you have not been reading Poison Ivy,
Missing a good book. Missing out on a good book from G. Willow Wilson is one thing.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a fantastic book. But Batman has regularly shown up in Poison Ivy, to the point that sometimes they immediately get into it. Then there's other times where like they'll kind of call a truce because they realize there's a bigger threat. And Ivy has kind of at points taken advantage of those situations, and other times tried to do the right thing genuinely, but ultimately circumstances might have pushed her in a direction that basically means she has to go back on her word because the green or the gray, depending on what was going on at the time, because that was a whole thing. Like, honestly, Bad Seeds, for all intents and purposes, is basically a culmination of everything that Ivy has been doing for the past several years. Yeah. It's one of those things I would just say, read Poison Ivy. It'll all make sense in the end, I promise.
Yeah. And just real quick, Mike, the reason comic Twitter hates G. Willow Wilson on Poison Ivy is because she split Pamela and Harley.
Yeah. And
that's why.
I will say,
be all right. Fuck out of here. Y'all be all right.
I will say it was done unceremoniously, but here's the thing. Harley and Ivy were already not together for the majority of those issues. Matter of fact, there was a new character that was added into the story who suspiciously looks like Harley, but prior to the Jokerification of Harley Quinn. She's just a regular, I think it was a Pam from HR, whatever her name was. Basically, there's a point where basically Ivy is hanging out with her a lot, and they wind up kind of having like a thing. And Harley, well, it seems like it's all kind of amicable, that Harley's like, yeah, it's whatever, it's fine. And she even calls her side quest most of the time. But yeah, eventually it reaches a point where it's like they're all kind of fucking each other. Pardon my danger. Well, no, because this is
what happens when you read too much Money Shots. That's what that is.
because there's a thing like later on, like, because she sleeps with Ivy, and then later on she sleeps with Harley. So it's like they're kind of like passing her around. But the weird thing is that neither one is telling the other that they're both fucking the same woman. It's crazy. It's weird. And like it's wild. But the thing is, eventually, when it came time for not Harley, but it came time for Ivy to run for mayor, somewhere in the midst of all that, and I won't lie, this is kind of where I feel like the Poison Ivy book is kind of like, I won't say it's rolling off a cliff, but it's kind of speed running storylines, because there's like, it's one of those things, the breakup just kind of happens. And like Ivy winning the mayorship just kind of happens. It's like she goes from, hey, I'm gonna do the thing, to, all right, I've done the thing, all right, let's keep moving. Let's not
there was also some murder involved. She was, I will say, she was getting a little bit of, I feel like Pamela just got through reading that goddamn X-Force and Benjamin Percy. She was getting a little Hank McCoy on in that book. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
she was getting her Hank McCoy on. Ivy
was I'm not gonna hold you yet. Ivy's been on some bullshit. Like, look, I'll just say this.
I need to get on that book. There are several hardcovers out. It's about to hit 50.
7
I gotta get on that.
volumes, I think, or some shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, let me double check
Oh,
myself. I'm
God.
gonna
How
double
much
check
money
myself.
is about to go down the toilet right now?
Cause to my understanding,
Yeah.
it is, I think 6 or 7 has come out in the time.
Yeah, 7 is the most recent one. Yeah, 7 is the most recent.
Okay. Yeah, because I think right now, as it stands, the most recently, well, not the most recently, but I think Poison Ivy 45 was either the last issue
45 or
to
46.
come
Yeah.
out or is about
Mhm.
to come out. Because I haven't been to the shop in the past couple weeks, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know that, like, yeah, they're Poison Ivy is gonna hit 50. Let's just go ahead and
Yes,
the
it
sooner
is.
we all accept this. And this, because every time I talk about Poison Ivy, there's always someone, man, who's checking for Poison Ivy? Clearly
A
somebody.
lot of motherfuckers.
Somebody is buying this shit, okay?
Several motherfuckers are
So
buying Poison
let's
Ivy.
stop pretending.
Cut it out.
Yeah, stop lying to yourself. That's cap. Look, do I need to hit y'all with the AJ Styles? That's cap. That's cap. That means lie. Do I need to do that? Because I'm sorry, somebody's buying it. And honestly, the gays and theys are buying the shit out of the book. And I know this for a fact because a lot of them have told me as much. So, and I was avid supporter of the book.
Yeah.
So, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So that said,
Yes.
Ivy and all that. Yeah. Just
Mhm.
look. I'll put it to you like this. Even if you don't like, okay, let's say for argument's sake, you don't like G. Willow Wilson for whatever weird reason. Just I'm not gonna assume why anyone hates
Mhm.
G. Willow Wilson. I
Yeah.
will say this. I think G. Willow Wilson's a fantastic writer. I think Poison Ivy and the Black Cat series and The Hunger and the Dusk and all the other books that G has worked on, I think pretty much prove that. But
Mhm.
I will say this: if you like Poison Ivy as a character, read the book. You'll enjoy it. If you dislike Poison Ivy as a character, I would actually say give it a chance anyway, because you might actually learn you do like her. If you're like, man, I don't want to read another Batman book. Well, here's the thing. Batman, while yes, he shows up in it, he is not a main character in it, and he shows up pretty sparingly. I mean, I said regularly earlier, but I mean, like, he shows up like maybe once in a single volume, maybe. Like, I think there's one instance where maybe he shows up like a couple of times, but he's not like, it's not like, oh, he's in the book and he's on every single fucking page. It's like, no,
it's not like
he
a
shows up for
Marvel where Wolverine will take
Yeah.
over somebody's book. That's not.
No.
That's not. No. G. Willow Wilson makes it a point. That is Pamela's book. That is Uma
Yes.
Thurman's book and hers alone.
like even Harley is like, matter of fact,
Yeah.
it takes a couple of volumes for Harley really is even like a main factor in the book. So yeah, I would just say, do with that information what you will. But I generally speaking, pretty much everyone I have ever told to go read the book has come back and told me, regardless of how much they protested before, has come back and told me, you know what? You were right. So there you go.
Bad Seeds 10-week
yeah.
crossover event, but
Yeah,
right.
which is insane.
So are we ready, my guy?
Yeah, so oh wait, let's see.
Uh-oh.
What does it say? Oh, it says no, Mike Mayhem said Nightwing fans are hating Tom Taylor, Poison Ivy fans hate G. Will Wilson, Spider-Man fans hate almost every writer that writes him. Are there any big two character fans that aren't insane? No, they're all fucking crazy. They're all fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're all nuts.
I mean, and you know what? That's fandoms for you. But you know what I used to always say, and I still say it: nobody hates Spider-Man like Spider-Man fans. Yeah, and you know what? You can apply that to any fandom. Nobody hates Star Wars like Star Wars fans. Nobody hates Star Trek like Star Trek fans. Nobody hates X-Men like X-Men fans. Like, you can literally, I could go down the list and it will be true every fucking time.
I saw somebody reacting to something I meant to ask you about when you said Star Wars. Have you seen something called I think it's Kai Patterson or Kai Peterson and Obi-Wan cut? So apparently it's somebody with it's someone with a Patreon they took every episode of Obi-Wan and turned it into a fleshed out movie. That's like an hour and a half.
Oh, you know what? That is I don't know if this person did the same thing. Maybe not. I don't know. But someone did something similar with the Acolyte, where like they cut it into like a movie format.
Okay. They took certain scenes that were in like later episodes, put them in the beginning for like flashback. Because this guy, he did it with Obi-Wan, and apparently he did it with Ahsoka as well.
Okay,
I meant to
so
ask you about that.
I haven't seen the Obi-Wan version of that, but I have seen like once again, I don't know if Kai Patterson did this with the Acolyte, because it sounds I would imagine maybe he probably maybe that was the case, but I know I did find a cut of the Acolyte that specifically said that scenes that made better sense to be put somewhere else or move to a different sector of to make it more cohesive. And it sounds kind of like a similar thing. So I don't know if it was the same person. But honestly, I fucks with it because sometimes I you know what? I'll see about looking into that Obi-Wan cut. That's still gonna be like a long ass fucking cut though. Like watching Obi-Wan as a movie sounds wild now that I'm thinking
was
about
an hour and 40 minutes or something like that, I believe.
Oh, it's actually shorter than I thought it would be. How many episodes? I thought Obi-Wan was like,
I don't know.
You know what?
Watch.
Nah, you know what? I just thought about it. Obi-Wan, while yes, it is multiple episodes, not all of them are that fucking long. I remember now.
1999 from Gillis Mo. He said not only did he remix the Obi-Wan series to a film format, but he actually fixed a lot of the broken part of the narrative.
Okay, fine. Okay. Well, then you know what? Settled. Okay. Settled. I will definitely take. I'll give that a look. That's a glowing endorsement. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it was 6 parts. And yeah, now that I'm remembering it, I remember not every episode being like super long. Like it was kind of like the typical Disney Plus thing, and they did that with The Mandalorian too. Some episodes would be 45 minutes, some would be like 29, some would be 22, some would be 30. Like it just kind of depended on where the fuck the story was at that moment. It was like the episode's as long as it needs to be. So yeah, that actually makes sense that it would end up being like an hour, hour 40, maybe 45, or whatever the fuck.
All right.
So let's get into first before we do that, because I can't let this go.
Let what go? Did I miss something?
This 1999 super chat. There you go. All right, now it's official. We are official now. We can. I feel that we can comfortably. Move forward. Carter, would you like to take the lead?
Sure. First off, I'll tell you all.
Comics and magazine segment.
Oh, God. Number one, get those likes up, people. I see several of y'all doing it, but yeah, just Jesus Christ, this fucking song. Get the likes up. Like Ernie just said, new month, new comics, the magazine, which means new top 10 shenanigans we're going to talk about. This issue of Comics the Magazine was actually on the more article and wordier side of things, which is not a negative. They're Ernie's boys, Tony Fleeks and Tim Seeley, actually have a whole segment called the Dollar Bin Kings, where they tell you about going into the dollar bin at your local shop, and if there's a certain thing you would probably ignore, this is why you probably shouldn't. So just go out and hang out in your dollar bins. We got another 1-page story of CHACHU, because CHACHU is coming back. Shout out to John Layman and Rob Guillory for a successful Kickstarter with Ghost Brawler. We got we're gonna talk about that one. We gonna get to the main event. We're gonna get to the main event. The main event, as always, top 10s. This week we got the Pull Box Power Rankings. Now, like Ernie and I always say, for the Pull Box Power Rankings, Comics the Magazine is not to blame for these. We are not to blame for these. They are all on y'all asses. So let's go ahead and get these out of the way real quick. We're going to start with top 10 publishers of the month. Number 10, we got Oni Press.
Ooh.
Okay, number 9.
Okay.
Number 9 is one that Ernie has hard on for. God damn, I just saw Gearless Mode super chat. Jesus fucking Christ. Number 9, because Carter loves these so much. Here's another. Jesus.
And you know, it's appropriate too, because it's that 1999 super chat. Hey, look. Hey, you know what? While y'all are here, yeah, go ahead and hit those buttons. Hit those buttons while you're in here. God damn it. Okay. But carry on, Carter. The number
top 10 publishers.
Spot.
Number 10, we got Oni Press. Number 9 is Ernie's new fave, Mad Cave. Number 8 is Titan Comics. Number 7, Boom Studios.
Oh.
Number 6 is who Ernie and I were talking about last night because they are in a bit of hot water right now. Dark Horse is number 6. The house that was built on the shells of some reptiles, IDW, is number 5.
Oh.
Somebody that took a situation that was like chicken shit and turned it into chicken salad. Number 4 is Dynamite for top 10 publishers.
Let's go.
And number 3, number 2, and number 1 are your usual suspects. It's just the big 3. It's Image, Marvel, and DC, respectively, at the number 1 spot. Top 10 titles of the month.
Actually, real quick. You know what? No. Carry on with that one. Because after you do this one, I want to interject with something. But keep going.
This motherfucker here, bro. This motherfucker here, dog.
Another one. Look.
This motherfucker here, dog.
A trinity of 1999 super chats. I love it.
Discord always resets. I don't have my button I can just hit to mute him when I see him sit up because I know he about to fucking say. Anyway, top 10 titles this month.
Titles.
Number 10, somebody you recently just interviewed, Salad in the Meds Wolverine is coming in at number 10.
Okay.
Number 9, I'm actually shocked because I didn't think don't nobody talk about this book. X-Men from Jed McKay. I'm talking about adjectiveless X-Men. But I think the reason that nobody talks about that X-Men book is because of number 8, Uncanny X-Men.
I ain't gonna hold you. The most recent issue of X-Men I really liked. I just haven't put a video out for it yet, but I actually, but it was because it deviated from the main story. Is why I liked it so much.
Okay, so yeah, we got numbers 10, 9, and 8 being Wolverine, X-Men, and Uncanny X-Men.
God damn, Tom
Tom
7, pat himself on the back.
Number 7, Rhea Ripley herself, Absolute Green Arrow, is sitting at number 7. Number 6, we got Absolute Superman. Number 5, we got Absolute Wonder Woman. Number 4, I don't know if you know how to multiply, Ernie, but I do love some fractions. We got Fractions Batman is sitting at number 4. Shout out to Shay Grayson. Absolute Catwoman is number 3. Boy, I hate y'all goddamn fans. Amazing Spider-Man is number 2. And to the surprise of no one, because I saw some people trying to be super contrarians in the chat saying, I'm happy that I'm the one that's not reading this book. And then I saw somebody else try to co-sign with some major cap saying that the art was great, but the plot was trash. The number 1 tittle was Absolute Batman.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Of course it was. Well, okay, so now that we've gotten those, I want to address something. So I was talking about market share earlier.
Yeah.
You know, these things that we're talking about the top publishers, top titles, in comics, and apparently, as I'm looking on the Bleeding Cool website, who they normally do like a market share article, breaking stuff down.
hmm
Well, as it turns out, Marvel has had a little bit of reversal of fortune as of late.
Yeah.
And here, let me pull this up so y'all can see. This is the current market share pie chart brought to you by Bleeding Cool. And as well as Managed Comics, Comic Shop Assistant, and Prana.
hmm
Now, if you look at this pie chart, it's kind of diabolical. You look at it, he's like, oh man, it's a lot of, like, you look like, I ain't gonna hold you. If this doesn't put it in perspective, and this is actually why, because I've seen this chart multiple times. This is why I keep telling y'all some of the shit y'all, like the way y'all think about how publishers stack up, that's kayfabe. That's kayfabe. So, here's the reality. And I'm going to break these numbers down because, so first off, Marvel has actually beat DC for the first time in a little bit. They got 43. This big ass piece of like this is your grandmama's cut of the pie right here. This is the slice they get for you for grandma. She gonna come in, slice up the whole pie. She said, y'all can have the rest of this shit.
That's how much peach cobbler is hers and hers alone. She wish your ass would try to get anything on that side.
This is a whopping 43.19%. DC, which under normal circumstances, Marvel and DC usually sit closer to 30 apiece.
Yeah.
But this particular go around, DC is actually in the 29.62% area. Image is usually kind of about roughly in the same space, usually somewhere between 12 to maybe like 15-ish percent. They're like about 12.30 right here. So and you can see 43 was that 29 almost 30 and then 12, and you look at everybody else. You look at it, this is everybody. You got IDW, Dark Horse, and we'll figure out here real quickly what everybody else is. Yeah, so you look at it here. The breakdown is as such.
Okay.
IDW, see that big ass chunk they got, or the little sliver they got, but it's a bigger chunk than most people. That ain't nothing but 4.17%. Dark Horse behind it, 3.8%. Titan Comics, 2.17%. Dynamite, 2.16%. Boom Entertainment, 1.27%. Mad Cave Studios, 1.6%. Now, similarly to Comics and Magazine. Now, granted, what Comics and Magazine is looking at, I think theirs was over the course. Their day is over the course of a month. This is a week. So there's going to be some discrepancy. But it's about the same. Basically, they get the data, from all the oh, that's a wild typo right there. Monday to Sunday. That's crazy. But no, basically Monday to Sunday, basically over 600 comic book stores out of the estimated 18 to 2,000 that currently order through the direct market. So it's not everybody, but it's people that are using the Prana point of sale system and all that other good stuff. So yeah, I thought it was interesting that the numbers you laid out. I mean, it's kind of funny how some of it you can kind of see where it lines up. Yeah. Not all of it, but some of it. You can see where some of it lines up. So I thought that was a really nice little fun thing.
If you could pull
Mike,
it up,
you ain't shit. You ain't shit for that.
Can you pull that back up real quick? I'm gonna tell you what's wild about that.
Yeah, go ahead. Here, let's go ahead.
Now, we have said it several times, and I would hope a lot of you all know it to be true, that it's the big three. It's Marvel, DC, and Image. But seeing it like this, even if it is the big three, but just look at how that is a pizza slice that Image has. And they're the big three, and they're the third. Like, that is wild.
See, yeah, Image has a regular pizza slice. DC has a New York style pizza slice.
Yeah.
Like, this is a regular pizza slice. This New York style, and this just half a pie. This almost half a whole pie. Yeah, just being real about it.
Now, what I wanted to tell you that I was trying to pull up. So, top 10 publishers, Image was number 3. Now, do you want to know the top 10 titles from Image last month?
Yeah. What were the?
Here we go.
Lay the top 10 on us.
So, top 10 titles from the number 3 publisher. Number 10, Void Rivals.
Okay.
Number 9, something you want to talk about. Odin was number 9. Number 8.
Dings on both of those.
Okay. Number 8, Larry Hama's G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
Okay. I
Number
rock with
7, Joshua Williamson's G.I. Joe. Number 6, Dan Waters' Mask series, which you were telling me about yesterday, is actually really good.
Very good.
Number 5, Dork.
Sorry.
Number 4, Transformers.
I like
Number
it.
3, Exquisite Corpses One Shot Rascal Randy. Number 2 was Invincible Universe's Battle Beast. And number 1 was last week's episode, Terminal. So what's wild about this 10 is, dog, 4 of these just Kirkman.
That is true. Shit, I didn't think about that.
Transformers or Terminal, Battle Beast, Transformers,
and Void Rivals.
And Void Rivals.
Shit. The house that Kirkman built.
Dog. That's why y'all seeing all them IG ads about putting some money in the Skybound Entertainment stock. That's why. That's why. They want that. They want a bigger slice. That's what that is. Y'all be seeing them goof ass Instagram ads. I know y'all do. But yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that one, since we're going to be talking about an Image book this week.
Yeah.
Kirkman is showing out. 4 of the top 10 titles is just you. That's wild.
Crazy. And evenly distributed. He's evenly distributed through the like it's not just like, it's like, okay, got one down here in the low end, got another one kind of like in there somewhere, and he got a couple up top. I'm like, all right. I mean, honestly, say what you will. Say what you will about Robert Kirkman's business practices, which are storied. I can definitely say the man can write. Hey, because here's my thing. It would be worse if he was talentless. If he was talentless and diabolical in the boardroom, then yeah, I'd have a problem. I'd have a bigger problem. But at least he's talented.
And this is an easy answer, Shane. Is Battle Beast really worth the read? If you're a fan of Battle Beast in the comic, if you're a fan of Battle Beast in the show, and you want to know what he was doing while Invincible was going on, then it'll be right up your alley. You can see the stuff that he was doing that wasn't put in the issues. I think the big thing that they're doing right now is that he apparently fought Conquest at some point. So that's what the current issues are about, is him and Conquest scrapping. So yeah, man. If you really wanted to know what he was doing, there you go.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely say I get some of the trepidation, because I had the same trepidation about Battle Beast when it was initially announced. I was like, there's no stakes here. But the reality is there is, because, well, I won't say stakes, but there's intrigue, because, well, Battle Beast is so powerful, and clearly he's fought other stuff and, survived it.
Yeah. Plus,
still,
I think
we don't know how.
Yeah. Plus, the Cap Master himself, Benjamin Lowley, he hit the nail on the head. If you like Ryan Ottley art, I think that book is primarily a showcase for Ryan Ottley to draw big ass spectacle fight scenes. I think one of the main things that people are really excited about with this Battle Beast book, knowing how they're doing the story of where it was taking place, a lot of people are really excited to see Battle Beast fight a certain somebody, because in Invincible we would get like a page here, a page there, then like 20-30 issues we get like another page here, a page there. So I think a lot more people, with Battle Beast having his own dedicated book, Now we are going to see those fights fully fleshed out that we only got a sample of in Invincible proper. Some of which we didn't even know exist. We never knew Battle Beast scrapped with fucking Jeffrey Dean Morgan at some point, but now we get to look at it. Now we get to look at it.
I wonder if he made him a little heart too.
That's a good question.
It's something to think about. It's something to think about. But no, I'm here for all of it. You know what? Before now, let's keep it pushing because we got some more to talk about within the framework of these titles. Let's get to our because what do we have next? Is it a cover? This cover artist that comes up
Let
next,
me see.
or is
let
it
me
just
pull it
artist?
back up. That boy said, "What's Dark Horse's top 10 selling titles?" They couldn't tell you because they got shit to deal with right now, big dog.
Yeah, I was about to say Dark Horse. Yeah, Dark Horse. You know what? We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's get through this and we'll talk about it.
The top 10 cover artists. This is gonna be rapid fire. We're starting at number 10. Number 10 is Raphael Albuquerque. Number 9 is Tony Daniel. Number 8 is Bingo. Bingo is who does the cover art for Absolute Catwoman. Number 7 is Rafa Sandoval. Number 6 is Hayden Sherman. Number 5 is Luciano Vecchio. Number 4 is Jorge Jimenez. Number 3 is Dan Mora. Number 2 is David Nakayama. And number 1 top 10 cover artist, Nick Dragotta.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Keep it to myself.
I feel like I've seen better covers, and that's coming from somebody who likes Absolute Batman. I feel like I've seen much better covers in much better books, but I'm gonna let it ride.
I'm gonna say you said what I was thinking. There you go.
Yeah, top 10 interiors. We're gonna start at number 1 on this one.
Oh,
again, Nick Dragotta. Number 2, Bingo. Again,
no, stop.
This is why I want to start at number 4.
Stop. Look, okay, look. Am I saying that Nick Dragotta's? I'm not saying Nick Dragotta's a bad artist.
We are not saying he's bad.
No, he is good. But it's like, are you telling me that this motherfucker got like y'all are putting this motherfucker at number 1? Hey, okay, and you know what? Once again, let's go back to what we said earlier. We know what drives the data on this. It's sales. It doesn't have anything to do with like actual ability. At least not objectively. This is driven by sales data. So basically what you're telling me is because Absolute Batman is the number 1 selling book for all time and in perpetuity, even when the book ain't even hitting like that no more, you're basically telling me that just by default, Nick is always going to be the number 1 because nothing is going to I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of hoed. That is kind of, actually, that's not even kind of, that's just very hoed. And I'm sorry, but yeah.
No, this is not of all time. Just for the month. No, this is not of all time. Ernie would break that goddamn chair if this was of all time. Oh man,
dude, if it was of all time, there'd be way more cussing. There would be way more cussing because, like I said, I think even Nick Dragotta would be like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. So, all right, top 10 interiors. Number 1, we got Nick Dragotta. Number 2, we have Bengal, who's again is doing the art for Absolute Catwoman. Yeah. And even with that being the case, I think that's a little bit too high. Even though I'm enjoying Shea Grayson's Catwoman book, that's still number 2. No, know about that big time. Number 3, Jorge Jimenez.
Okay.
Knowing who number 1 and number 2 are, that's a violation.
I'm about to say that's 40 lashes right there.
Yeah, number 4 is Dylan Snook. We have him I pulled him up. He's doing Showdown at Ignition Press. He's done Event Horizon, Inferno. He's done Bleeding Hearts over at Vertigo. Number 5, Rafa Sandoval on Absolute Superman's artist. Even though I think it's Juan Ferreira that's doing the art right now because of all the King Shazam stuff. Number 6, Raphael Albuquerque with Absolute Green Arrow. Number 7 is Luciano Vecchio. Number 8 is Tony Daniel. Number 9 is Dan Mora. And number 10, Patrick Gleason.
I ain't gonna hold you. Can I just give a collective for all of it? Like just the whole thing, because like they got like I ain't gonna hold you. I think maybe I get it. Like for I think this has needed to be said for quite some time since this publication started. I think okay, if you want to talk about titles and publishers, like you want to say like what's the top this, top that, cool. But I think when you're talking about like the top cover artist, writer, artist, interior artist, whatever, yada yada yada. I think that's the area where I would be like, how about we not do that? Like, how about we
highlight.
actually,
What is Patrick Gleason currently on? He is currently on Amazing Spider-Man with Joe Kelly. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this off because I feel like Ernie might get even angry. We're going to close it out with top 10 writers. Top 10 with the pen. Number 10, Kelly Thompson. Number 9.
She a little low. She low. She low.
Okay. And number 9, Jason Aaron.
Okay. Okay, here, go ahead.
Number 8, Vic Mackey's brother, Jed McKay. Vic McKay, yeah, Jed Mackey.
Yeah. I mean, he was on the what was they used to call him, the strike team? He was on strike team.
All right, number 7. I wonder how well this man can wade in the water. Mark Waid.
Okay, all right, I like it.
Number 6.
Oh God.
This just helps ain't nobody reading your book like that. Ain't nobody talking about you, Otis. Number 6, Uncanny X-Men's own, Gail Smo. With Jed McKay chilling at number 8. Ain't nobody here to see you, Otis. Sorry, Jed.
Hey,
number 5. Somebody I am now warming up to again because of his G.I. Joe, Joshua Williamson is number 5. Number 4, they really put some respect on this sister. Shay Grayson with Absolute Catwoman. They are really putting some respect on this sister.
I like it.
The man who is doing some kind of witchcraft over there at Marvel, Joe Kelly, is number 3. It's the Amazing Spider-Man of it all.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2.
Wait, can I guess?
Robert Kirkman.
Oh, what about to say? Can I guess number 1?
Sure.
It's Scott Snyder, isn't it?
No.
Oh, who is it?
I was lying. It was Scott Snyder.
See, I knew it. Yeah, like I said, it's just... I think when it comes down to like the creative aspect of comics, I think like basing it on sales is just dumb.
Yeah.
I think it's objectively dumb.
So
but like
I shouldn't have lied. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lied, Ernie. I shouldn't have lied.
What?
So there is like a side profile because they put 2 people at number 6. So it's not just Gail Simone. I just didn't want you to go on a rant by telling you who else was number 6. So I'm pretty sure this means they were tied for number 6.
Who else was?
Rob Liefeld.
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm lying. I just want to see how mad you was gonna get.
Okay.
I'm lying.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I was gonna say if that's the case, that whole magazine is now hoed.
No.
Gail Simone chilling. All right. Okay.
That rogue, that's Gail right there.
Yeah, that's Gail. I was about to say, because brother, I was about to say, comics and magazine is hoed. If that's if that's what they're doing, I was like, first off, Rob Liefeld can't fucking write a check, let alone write a goddamn comic. So,
I do want to go back to with your conversation about Diamond and how Dynamite really got screwed over with that. For them to go through all of that and they're number 4 for top 10 publishers in the pull box, that has to be big ups, dog. That you have to.
Yeah, no, 100%. And they've been putting out what I feel is stellar material. Between the Thundercat stuff, the Red Sonja line, a lot of the Disney villain stuff, like Dynamite's out here cooking, man. They're cooking. I love to see it. That said, do you have some bad news?
Okay.
So we talked earlier. This is what I was kind of alluding to earlier with Dark Horse. I believe someone asked, what were Dark Horse's top 10s? Well, their top 10s are just bad decisions. Dark Horse, some of y'all might remember, I think it's been brought up before, both here and on Nerds of Culture, that Dark Horse, they basically had a whole thing that came up recently, where they were trying to unionize.
Yeah, did I send that to you last night?
Oh, I have it right here. Yeah. Well,
Cool.
I think
Cool,
you
cool.
did, but
Cool.
yeah, I also have it right here.
Gotcha.
But no,
Lit.
the Dark Horse Workers United Union,
Mhm.
which popped up earlier this year, and was theoretically, it was honored by Dark Horse. Like,
Yeah.
they were like, okay, yeah, they didn't try to shut it down. They didn't try like to union bust, or anything of that magnitude, which I was like, you know what? That's the bare minimum. But I
Mhm.
do, when corpos do something half-ass right, I do like to give flowers and credit where credit is
Yeah.
due, because a lot
Yeah.
of other companies, like, I ain't gonna hold you. If DC tried to unionize and Marvel tried to unionize, I would fully expect the motherfuckers to come in and bust that shit up. But basically what has happened after the and this is actually, this was all of this has been in response to some challenges that have been laid down.
Mhm.
And basically the leadership at Dark Horse has been accused of attempting to reduce union membership by basically tasking senior editors with, supervising over like this whole like union setup, even despite the fact that these people have never been allowed management roles, more or less is the long and short of it. And go on to say that since the voluntary recognition agreement has been signed, the Dark Horse Workers Union has been working in good faith with Dark Horse Comics to take steps towards contract negotiations, but that good faith has not been reciprocated. Our senior editors, who have collectively brought over 100 years of dedication to creating some of your favorite comics, are now in the crosshairs. As of now, senior editors are not supervisors. But Dark Horse is hoping to sidestep this by giving them supervisory responsibilities and acting as if they were the whole time. Now, this week, senior editors were given job clarifications that entirely change their job descriptions. If they don't agree to take on management tasks and sacrifice their union eligibility, they will be demoted and receive a significant pay cut. So the DHWU, Dark Horse Workers Union, will fight for our amazing senior editors, and we call on Dark Horse to join us in good faith negotiations. No more underhanded attempts to reduce our union membership. The herd stands strong. So yeah, this is basically, it's like Dark Horse said they weren't going to union bust, that they were going to allow this thing to go off without a hitch, and then turn right around with like, psych. That's basically what this was. To the surprise of probably no one, maybe. I don't know. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised, Carter?
A little bit, because it seems like, well, I mean, we saw how much of the pie they asses are getting. So I would think that, you'd want as much good faith as possible to show that you are for the people, or for the creatives. Let me say it like that, that you're for the creatives. So to turn right around and do this, like it wasn't gonna come out, is very interesting.
Kind of diabolical. Yeah, it's diabolical.
kinda
It's
wild.
diabolical as fuck.
Like,
'Cause,
especially
I
in
mean,
this day and age, you
let's
real deal thought this wasn't gonna hit the news. Like look at that, bro. Look at
look.
that.
They let Nis.
That's when you're told to share your slice with your little sister or your little brother, so you get the knife and do that bullshit right there.
And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, let me give you this little.
And now you got to give them your whole slice because you want to give them this little skinny motherfucker right here.
Yeah, and I want to make something clear. They letting that 3.8% go to their head. That 3.08% then going straight to their head. They think
That's wild, man.
they think they bigger than the program. And to be fair, yes, they to be fair, they are owned and operated now. Dark Horses by an outside entity. So, and that has not been good for business. At least as far as I can tell, I don't think it's been good for business. I think it has been an abject failure. And I think the sooner we all accept it, that this whole embracer group buying up random and sundry shit and then fucking it all off, I think we all need to really just take a moment. Just take a moment and understand, if you see Embracer Group's name next to something, it's probably on some hoe shit. So keep that in mind. And this right here, this is 100% true. Ever since I joined a union, I learned fast that nobody hates a union more than a corporation. And that's the thing. Even people who we might think or thought were on the right side of things, they do that shit too. Because people who are rich want to stay rich. And the only way they can stay rich is by giving away as little as humanly possible. And whenever a union comes into play, they know they're going to have to spend some more money. And they all fucking hate it. And you know what? I get it. If I had a pizza, I don't want to give up none of it. But that's not how this works. So you got to give up something, you want to make money, got to spend some money. So I whenever I see corporations union busting, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, they on that bullshit. That said, let's I think we're ready to get into our main event.
Let's get to the person that has a slice bigger than Dark Horse right now. let's get to it.
Not the slice bigger than Dark Horse, Lord. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that a lot of people in this chat, whether you realize it or not, I don't think it really matters. Whether you realize it or not, you are aware of this person on some level or another. But we have recently gotten to see some really cool stuff in regards to everything that's been going on with this particular person, their journey. And basically who I'm talking about is the incomparable Iman Vellani, who really just kind of blew up. Really just, well, here, let me move this out of the way. There you go. Blew up in terms of the joining the MCU, playing Kamala Khan, being Miss Marvel, and was kind of
some
like
of y'all hate her for no fucking reason,
which is insane to me, brother. Because I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Why are we hating this poor child? Why? Because she knows more about comics than some of y'all? God, that's crazy. But no, like, she came into it with a lot of great energy. She she brought like a passion to wanting to to be the character of Kamala Khan, to be able to play the role and do all the stuff and do all the things. And ultimately she kind of transcended the MCU. And yeah, I
That
don't
little
expect.
girl is
Oh yeah.
Kamala Khan.
Oh yeah, no, she
Like what?
that's full stop. There's no without question. Without question, she is Kamala Khan, just straight up and down. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm sorry, you won't. But there was a beauty to this, because shortly after the death of Miss Marvel, the unceremonious death of Miss Marvel, in the Amazing Spider-Man series, that when Zeb Wells was at the helm, to this
We ain't
day.
talking about Zeb Wells. You need to talk about that image that you just love to show where all them look like they was high as a kite because of John Romita Jr. I remember that shot.
Oh,
I remember
shit.
that page.
Oh shit.
I remember that page. That's y'all idol right there. That's your king, John Romita
Hey,
Jr.
look, John Romita. John Romita basically, I ain't gonna hold you. That might go down in history as the most diabolical fucking amazing Spider-Man anything. Not just Amazing Spider-Man, but like look here, let me pull this shit up. Like, wait a minute, where's no, right. Look at this shit. Like what was going on here? Why does Thing look like he fresh off that pack? Why is
Reed Richards' eyes closed like Boomhauer when he talked?
Right? Like I feel like what is going on here? Like and MJ looked like she looked like, oh,
you
man,
caught her at the end of a yawn before she closed her mouth back all the way. That's the end of a yawn right there.
Bruh, no, you know what she looked like? Did you hear that story about old girl at Fox 13 Memphis that fell asleep on live TV?
I didn't know that was Fox 13.
Yeah, that was us. That was Memphis. Yeah, she
no.
She looked.
I did not know that was Fox 13's girl. What?
This is
that
the mini.
Was.
She was just like, and I ain't gonna hold you, like, because I was watching the shit with my mom, and she was like, "Why didn't nobody like wake her up or say something?" I said, because if you hear her tell it, she said her producers thought that because I don't know how many of y'all know how how the newsroom works, but they usually have sometimes you'll see them, like they'll have like the little papers, like they'll have like a little stack of papers in front of them, and that's the copy. That's everything that's like on the docket, like everything they're going to be talking about. So a lot of times, even though you can't see it on the camera, it's in front of them on the table. And I think she said her producer said they thought that she was like because the way she
ain't no way in hell. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Because she was doing this number. Well, she was looking. And I ain't gonna lie, because I've done it too. Because that's how I used to go to sleep in school. Like, I don't know if y'all used to do this, but when I was in high school, what I would do is I'd have my book out in front of me, and I would do this number. I would be like, and every so often I'd wake up and turn the page.
You were a good student. I was a heathen. Boy, do you know my ass on that desk?
Just like out. Just like,
I'm gone. I'm gone, dog. My head is in the boy. Okay, but I did not know that. I did not know that. But yeah, John Romita Jr., you ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed.
Yeah, no, that was terrible. But no, but in defense of the woman who fell asleep, I don't fault her for it, because anyone who has ever raised a teething child while you already have a small child. So I remember correctly, she said she had like a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old, and like her husband works nights, so basically she's alone with the children at night. And I don't know if y'all know this either.
He knew what he was doing working nights. That nigga's a scumbag, bro.
Well, I didn't learn this until I actually got to be on the local news for something. But their days typically start at like 3 or 4 a.m. by and large, depending on like what station you work for. So basically, she's having to take care of the kids and like she's adjusting to a new sleep schedule or kind of getting back into her old sleep schedule while trying to take care of the kids. She's at home alone because his husband's working third shift, and basically she just didn't get a lot of sleep. And I'm not gonna hold you unless you've been in that scenario. I don't think anyone has any real judgment that should or could be listened to.
Shit, a Marvel
in that
didn't go to
regard.
sleep during Captain Marvel.
But no. To get back to it. Yes, that was when they sent Zeb Wells sent Kamala to the Shadow Realm, and then she came back. She came back very quickly, mind you. And this was when we got the Mutant Menace and New Mutant series, not in that order, obviously. They brought her back as a mutant. And you can see here, but
was that Kamala? Well, not Kamala. Excuse me. Was that Iman Vellani? Didn't she write that one? So she brought her back, right? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, so it was Iman Vellani and Sabir Prasada. They both co-wrote Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant, and Ms. Marvel, Mutant Menace. Those were both, Iman working with Prasada. And basically she proved she could write a book. Now, granted, she was working with someone else on it, like it was a co-writing gig, but I mean, she proved she had the chops, and we already knew she had the comic knowledge. We already knew that she had she had what it takes to at least understand what a narrative should look like. And while I will definitely say I feel like those books didn't get the love they deserve, nor did they get to have the cachet they should have had. I felt they should have had. It came during the fall of the House of X. So honestly, everything was fucking weird then. So any of the weirdness that was in that either of those books, I don't blame on her. Not at all. I blame that on editorial because even people who worked on those books at the time said, they were rushed out the door. No one really got to tell their full stories the way they really wanted to, unless your name was Kieran Gillen or Jerry Duggan, and I think even then that's debatable. So now Iman has moved on, and she's not writing another book for Marvel. She's not writing a book for DC, at least not what we're here to talk
knew
about.
Better than to go back to fucking Marvel.
She's like, nah, let me do my shit over here, pimp. No, Iman has gone on to write a creator-owned 5-issue miniseries at Image Comics under the Tiny Onion imprint.
Yeah, James Tynions.
Yep. And also working with pretty much the Exquisite Corpses team. Because while Iman is solely the writer of this book, everybody else that is listed on here is Exquisite Corpses. Mariana Ignazi is literally the Exquisite Corpses artist. Jordi Belair is the Exquisite Corpses colorist. And I could probably just look this up very quickly, but I would even be willing to gamble that Lucas Gattoni is the letterer for Exquisite Corpses. So here, let's not bullshit each other. Let's not bullshit each other. How about how about we just look here? Let's pull up a sheet. Okay. Becca Carey is on Exquisite Corpses, but basically that means the majority of the motherfuckers on Exquisite Corpses are on this book. That's basically just my little way of saying, this shit's probably gonna be heat. It's probably gonna be heat because we got the right people on it. That said, Carter, the book is out, issue number 1. And I think that it's a testament to this series. Let's go ahead and bury the lead here.
Okay.
The title of this stream was the MCU's Miss Marvel has made a comic, and it's ... pretty fucking fun. I would dare say, and I think the sales numbers, well, we don't have the direct sales numbers, but we have already gotten word that at the distribution level, the book is already sold out. So yeah, it's definitely getting that second print. People are vibing with it. Everyone I've seen talking about it online have been talking about how much they enjoy it. CHACHU, the name of the story, is the title at the top of the book didn't give it away. Basically, this is kind of at least the way I've seen it described in some of the interviews and things that, where I've seen either Iman talking about it or like someone like doing an article on it. Kind of has like a semi autobiographical vibe to it. Where some of it is kind of loosely based on Iman's own life a little bit.
Yeah.
But also with a kind of a noir, like a classic noir kind of bend to it. And I think you can even see it in her character, Layla. I think you can kind of see it. There's some moments that like I was like, yeah, this is a very Iman Vellani kind of like, I want to call it it's not an exposition dump, but just like a dialogue moment. It's like if I would not have known any better, I would have I don't know, I would probably just assume that like, oh yeah, this is definitely her. Like even if they didn't have any like thing talking about how, oh yeah, this is a little bit about her own personal life, I would have been like, oh okay, yeah, bet. Makes sense.
Okay.
But let's talk about what the story is about. So basically, if the title doesn't give it away, the story is called CHACHU, which not something I've known for a long time, but something I definitely learned around the time that I kind of started, paying more attention to the Ms. Marvel comics when Kamala Khan hit the scene. CHACHU is a term for uncle, in case no one knows. Uncles kind of hold a pretty
No, I was one of the people that did not know what that
meant. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. But well, now, and see, the more you know. But no, CHACHU is the word for uncle, specifically a type of uncle. If I remember correctly, I think it's not the older brother of your mother or father, but the younger brother of your mother or father is basically what this is all about. And this is a story where Layla's CHACHU just kind of went off into the world, left the family and the community behind, just kind of, and there's a whole thing about how the community in and of itself kind of made up its own ideas about why he left or where he is, what's going on with him. The long and short of it is basically that Layla wants to figure this all out. She, her family's kind of in this weird place. And this isn't really a spoiler thing, but, it's basically kind of stating, she doesn't really have, her father. So her CHACHU is, gone off. She doesn't have any connection to him. Uncles, and this specific case, CHACHUs are very important in the family dynamic of the Pakistani community. They're not just, kind of important in the same way that, maybe you would see in like some other like communities of color, but like it's different. It's just different. Like an uncle is a very like specific position in the family where there's just a lot more gravitas to it. You're not just like the fun person that like that the kids get to hang out with. You're you're a mentor as well as like someone who is kind of like a pillar of that family in a way that just it's difficult to describe without
Okay.
having the proper language. But basically, there's a reason why Layla is desperate to figure out where her uncle is. And Layla's a quirky character. You know, she's young. She shares a lot of, as I said earlier, she shares a lot of personality quirks of Iman in real life, as much as one can make a case for sharing quirks in the characters that she has played, because her personality comes out a lot in those characters, as Carter alluded earlier. She is Ms. Marvel. That's not like she's not playing Ms. Marvel. She is Ms. Marvel. So it would not be a surprise that some of those quirky little things that we see her do, like on the TV show and the movie, that you know, kind of come out because they're genuine character moments and it comes from a real place. A lot of that is coming out in this. There's a whole scene that and it's like it's technically it's like a double page spread without being a double page spread, but there's a whole scene where she's literally just going on like a 18, I think it's like a 18 panel, almost damn near 18 panel dialogue spree across 2 pages. And it's hilarious because when I read it in the same voice and cadence as when Kamala Khan in the MCU was like having her fangirl moments about shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
If that makes any sense. Yes, like, and this right here, like how in some cultures the aunts hold that position. Same exact thing. Like, you know, when you have in a family dynamic, certain people just like kind of like in which, you know, I don't think I'm out of line to say this, but I feel like in the Black community, it's usually like it's usually a matriarchal situation, at least in some instances, where like there's always like a big mama or big daddy sometimes in the case of like where it's more patriarchal. But yeah, like there's usually somebody, there's like that they're the glue that holds everything together. Yes, that is exactly that. Yeah, big mama. You know, it is usually I think in my case it was a big mama. You know, but and kind of like how, you know, to maybe to a lesser extent, and because my family's a little bit more tight knit than it originally was, you know, now it's kind of become more of a you know, on my wife's side of the family, it's kind of become more one of the sisters being like one of her sisters, you know, kind of being the one where like kind of like everyone kind of communes around. Whereas on my side of the family, we're even more close knit. It's my mom. That we all kind of like is kind of the glue that keeps everybody like kind of in contact and in communication with each other. But yeah, basically she rides off. She tries to figure out, you know, what's up with her uncle, and she ends up finding him pretty fucking quick because she's a pretty smart girl. She's able to figure things out, and basically she finds out that her uncle is out just kind of living his life. He's married to a Hollywood star. You know, and doing his thing, and through some crazy, wacky shenanigans and a weird ass car accident, or damn, she basically she ends up meeting her uncle, and they end up kind of, you know, getting to know each other. And without going too terribly further into the plot and the narrative, just know that circumstances are going to arise that as she's getting to know her uncle, who she, mind you, doesn't know anything about other than what anyone's ever told her, and it's not really been a whole heap of a lot. He doesn't even really know who the fuck she is, because she wasn't even like, I mean, she was conceived, but she wasn't born yet. By the time that he was gone. But somewhere in there, shenanigans are going to come into play, and there's a case that's gonna wind up kind of taking over the situation. You know, she's gonna be it's gonna put her in a position where this guy who's like a former private eye is going to have to look into a case, and she's right there, and she doesn't want to go anywhere. She's equally as involved. And now these two people have to work together despite not really having much history, even though they do have history, and trying to solve the case. And I don't want to give away too much more. I don't want to give away too much more than that, because it's a really sweet story. I think that if you're the least bit interested in noir style stories, you'll find a lot to love in it. And it's got fantastic art. Iman did a fantastic job writing these characters out, making them believable. And yeah, I highly recommend it. Carter, what did you get a chance to read CHACHU?
Yeah. So after finishing that first issue, two things came to mind. One, Iman Vellani is clearly a huge fan of Ed Brubaker. One thing that really came out when I was reading this was, well, number one, it almost feels like a period piece almost. That's why Ernie is bringing up like noir stories and stuff like that. So him bringing that up is like, yeah, it feels like a Brubaker book. Who, yeah, I think she's talked about him several times, but yeah, she is clearly a Brubaker fan just from everything that's coming off the page, because it almost felt like the fade out to me a little bit, in the sense of
there's the fade out,
the fade out dealing with a lot of, you know, the Hollywood shenanigans of those early days and stuff like that.
What was old boy's name? What was the dude? The dude that was like the oh man,
about the Evil Ray Donovan.
Yeah, Evil Ray Donovan. There, because there's a character kind of like him in this first issue.
Yeah. So like it feels like that almost to me, but it also feels like Iman Vellani in the role. So like Ernie brings up like the car accident, and I love the way that scene went with the car accident, where she's panicking and the word bubbles are wrapping around the car of her saying shit. She just got an accident. He was trying to leave because she just saw the uncle. Wasn't trying to make a big deal of it, and like if you see that, like that's her talking, wrapping around the tire. So I like the little quirky stuff like that. The more the story started getting up and grabbing it, having its footing, it felt like, if any of you all have ever seen this TV show called Search Party, Alia Shawkat, it seemed like it's just going to be, it seems like one thing, and then it almost turns into kind of like this detective kind of dark comedy kind of deal. That's another thing that came to mind when I was reading this, because I was not expecting the twist that happened or where we were going. And I say all that to say, like, from the Brubaker isms, from, you know, me feeling like I'm watching Search Party, Iman Vellani, she's doing her thing with the pen. I got to be honest. I really enjoyed this first issue for sure. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next with, you know, with her uncle, with the CHACHU, with this Hollywood individual, and the drama that surrounds Hollywood and certain stuff that happens. So I'm hoping that, you know, we get more of that, while also trying to figure out, you know, why exactly she's been looking for her, because we don't really know why she's been looking for the uncle. Because at first I didn't know what the hell CHACHU meant. I thought it was a story of maybe she's looking for her dad. The dad ran out on the mom or something like that, and she just wants to meet her father for the first time, and that ain't the case. It's her uncle. So there has to be a reason behind that. There is some stuff that she's not really forthcoming and fully explaining. So there's a lot of moving parts, but it's not enough to confuse or feel like it's too much shit going on. That is not the case for this book. So I do know that Iman Vellani has said in interviews about how she went to several people that she was fans of before she did it. So, you know, with Ed Brubaker being a huge fan, because like Ernie and I talked about it once, because of an interview that she did, one of her favorite characters is a character by the name of Ricky Lawless. That's a character from Criminal. So the reason I bring that up is because she clearly has a lot of big names around her who can assist and help her in making that story in a good way. Yeah, 5 Gears in Reverse. What you tripping off of?
No,
The only book.
Look,
Hmm?
this sorry motherfucker.
Yeah,
right
the
here.
person who confused cocaine and heroin
Heroin.
is Iman Vellani's favorite comic book character. So.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
But yeah,
I'm
dude,
here for it.
it's really cool that she was able to go to certain individuals and have them assist, and not even just Ed Brubaker, because if she's doing this under James Tynion's imprint,
Yeah.
with a lot of the people that were behind Exquisite Corpses, she absolutely went to them as well for help in structuring the story in a good way. And she achieved that. She was successful in that. This is my first book from her that I've read. I didn't read any of the Miss Marvel stuff. I only read the Amazing Spider-Man stuff when she died, because I knew we were talking about it on the Blerd Cave, and I want to at least read what we talked about, so I'm not just talking out of my ass. But with this being the first introduction to me of Iman Vellani at her young age with this story, I'm with it. I'm absolutely with it. I want to see what else is going to happen. I can't wait for that second issue. Shout out to her for the first issue already going back for a second printing. I'm getting to see where this story is going to go.
Well, one thing that I really appreciate too, like you talked about the criminal of it all, the Ed Brubakerisms of it all.
Yeah.
One thing I really appreciated was kind of in that same vein. Like, this isn't like a modern day piece. This is this kind of period piece. This is This book takes place in 1979. So like we're kind of talking about like that tail ass end of the 70s leading to the 80s, which was already a pretty wild time. So you already know some wild shit is going to be popping off. Those fade out vibes are 1,000% because of the subject matter. Because I guess this is also the other end of it too, is that like, you know, the woman who she has the accident with is her CHACHU's wife. And also, it was a very interesting kind of hit and run scenario, because she does not stop. She just keeps going. She's like, all right, I'm out. Bye. And it kind of leads into the intrigue. Like, okay, what was going on? Why did that woman leave? Why was like what was happening here? Like, what was going on? And
it's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
it's a lot of questions.
Kind of similar to how when G. Willow Wilson and Sana Amanat.
Jesus Christ, bro.
He said, look, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, Carter. Gearless pulled a U. He said, you gonna like this 1999.
Hey, bro.
Whether you like it or not. Well, I tell you what. Look, I can answer this. I can answer this real quick. This is from Gearless Mo. It says, any updates on Heart of the Darkness? So can say very quickly. There's not a whole heap of a lot of updates. There is something that's going to be announced this coming September, which, by the way, I guess is a great time to go ahead and drop the plug. I think that's a good enough time to drop the plug for LoreCon. I will be at LoreCon in Durham, North Carolina, at the Durham Convention Center, September 26th and 27th. There's a link in the description where you can pick up your tickets for the event. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic time. There's going to be all kind of crazy stuff. I'm going to be there. Captain Diesel from Captain Diesel Dojo is going to be there. There's going to be cosplayers. There's going to be like I don't have the full list in front of me right now, but there's going to be other content creators are going to be there. There's going to be a fucking fighting game tournament that sounds like it's going to be pretty lit. And there's a bunch of other stuff that's going to be going on as well. Just you got to be there. You just got to be there. So there you go. But yeah, there will be something that's going to be announced there. And yeah, all I can say right now is that Quinn is just chugging along. And we're kind of like figuring out stuff for like future issues as well. And I can also say that I have an editor now for the book, who's also been kind of helping keep the narrative on track. And so far, it sounds like we're on really good footing right now. So shout out to the homie TC Harris. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but and I think matter of fact, of course, because how could I forget? Yes, we are actually on a panel together. Myself, the comic doctor, and Captain Diesel. We are going to be on a panel together. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. You're probably gonna see us hanging around each other a lot at the con. So, but it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I'm actually looking. Also, it's gonna be hilarious to see exactly how short Kaori is, because I have heard tale that she is very short. I have it under good authority. Now, that said, thank you for that. 1999. Super chat. But no. That said. Where were we? Yes, we were still talking about CHACHU. Something I will say, someone brought it up earlier. Talking about the cover game on CHACHU, which I gotta say, I was very impressed with, because I don't know if a lot of, I'm kind of a cover guy. Like, that's just my thing. And I kind of want to pull these up because
that's a lie. Not you. Not you.
Wait, what happened? Oh.
She says she's 5 feet. I feel like she's saying with Skechers, with shoes on. You know the tiny motherfuckers. They like to wear the Skechers with the ups in them. Like,
this man said not with the Skechers on, Lord. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of looking at it now.
What? Yeah.
I think I might have to go back. I'm probably gonna have to do some digging, because I found a cover that I did not know existed before.
Highlight said that he got the 1 in 25 variant. Apparently, I saw somebody else say that they got a variant because their shop completely sold out of the standard edition cover of CHACHU.
I believe it. I believe that shit. Because I'm looking at some of these now, and I'm like, the cover game. Oh, and you know what? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, no, she ain't.
What is it?
Iman ain't beating the Chargers on this shit. She ain't beating the Chargers on this shit. So no, I'm looking at some of these covers. Like, I'm looking at some of these, like right here. That's one of them. And I'm like, it would just,
if that was a hard cover, that's like a reckless kind of hard cover right there.
I see you ain't sneaking this shit past me, goddamn.
That girl love her some Brubaker apparently.
I'm gonna say you a lie, and the truth ain't in if you say you ain't a fan of Brubaker, and that's not a bad thing. I think that's great, because I ain't gonna hold you if you're gonna have
anybody help you or copy you.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, just copy Ed Brubaker. Yeah, by all means.
Yeah, look, because like the whole time that I was reading Criminal, going through Reckless, going through the Fade Out, Where the Body Was, and Fatale and all that shit. I was like, I kind of slick want to do like to be fair, Heart of the Darkness is my version of that, sort of. Yeah. But like, if I want to do like just a straight no bullshit, like set in the real world noir story, my shit would be Brubaker as fuck, boy. But also, here's another one. This is another cover right here. I was like, okay. I was like, y'all eating. Here's this is another one. I was like, okay, all right, y'all coming on up. But no, I love the cover game. This is like, I love the cover game that they got on some of these. Like, okay, but I'll definitely be this. This is gonna be one of those. I'm probably going to wind up. I'm probably gonna end up like snatching up some of these other covers, just because they're pretty goated. I like a lot of this stuff, but no, and I think it just makes it even better that Iman is showing out the way that she is on these books. So
we got a good first issue on our hands. People, go get that one.
Yes. This
is not your typical. Hey, we got a famous person doing a comic, and your mileage may vary.
No, this is not the case.
Or we can clearly tell who wrote a lot more of this than okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. With Berserker, you could tell how much Keanu Reeves was in it and how much Matt Kent was in that bad boy.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, no, it becomes
no
obvious.
shade to Matt Kent because he is a fantastic writer. He is one of the main people that had me reading Valiant in like 2014, 2015 when it was good. So with this one just being Iman herself, I mean, if you gonna have anybody number on speed dial to help you write a comic, to have Ed Brubaker is kind of a stunt.
Oh yeah, no, that is absolutely insane. I'm actually trying to see. I don't know what you said. What was it? The pre-order I got was the E cover. Not sure offhand which. If it was the E, hold on, I want to see something here. CHACHU cover E.
Now you do know what'll be funny, right?
Was a
when next month's issue of this bad boy come out.
Oh yeah,
and Iman Vellani adds in the top 10, I would actually crack up.
Oh
that
no,
would be funny.
I would.
That would be funny.
I need it. I need it. Okay, so apparently, so I looked it up. Apparently, this is the E cover, which I like this one. Like her, like
and she not choking on the cigarette this time, but
right.
which is a funny little bit at the beginning of the comic.
and it comes up again later. Like it's actually like she actually has like a smoker's cough that pops up a couple of times in the issue. I thought it was actually pretty cool. Like, and it's actually like it's in the dialogue. I was like, okay.
I have not seen anyone do a video on. Nah, don't retract the message now because I saw it. I saw it. I ain't seen one person talk about that Post Malone comic. You want to do a Blerd Cave on Big Rig? I feel like we might be the first to actually talk about that comic. I'm being funny. I don't want to read a goddamn Post Malone trucker comic. But I'm just saying, I ain't seen nobody talk about that comic.
And you know why?
I don't want to talk about the quality of it because I haven't read it. But
I haven't read it either. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think it has anything to do with I actually don't think it has anything to do with the quality of the book. I think people just don't. I think people just saw it and were like, "Oh, Post Malone got a comic." Okay.
See, we sitting here talking about Iman Vellani. See, I'm about to keep having my artists make alternate covers because I love alternate covers. Ain't nobody here coming to see you, Otis. We talking about Iman Vellani. Get Ernie to buy your covers. Get Captain Diesel if he got room on his goddamn ship to buy your covers.
What the fuck?
He a goddamn captain. He might have a boat somewhere. I don't know.
Man, said he got a boat. That is crazy.
That boy said Big Rig was the first comic to go straight to the bargain bin as it shipped.
As it, you know what was wild is that, like, I remember the months leading up to that book's release. Like, every website, damn near had banners and ads and everything. Everywhere. I was like, this book better be off the goddamn chain when it come out. And you know what? I'm not gonna hold you because I didn't really have any knowledge of Dungeon Crawler Carl before I read that first volume. Like, I knew it was a thing, but like it wasn't something I'll be honest with you. I didn't give a shit about Dungeon Crawler Carl before that first volume came out. Like, because my sister-in-law, like, she's really into it. And that was how I found out. I was like, oh, there are books of this. And like, there's like a whole like podcast and show and all this other bullshit. And I was like, oh, this is like a way bigger thing than I thought. And I kind of started looking more into it. And I was like, okay, I'm into it. I'm down. But like, yeah, when I saw they were giving Dungeon Crawler Carl the same treatment, I was like, oh, here go another one. I was like, here go another one that's going to be advertised to hell and back. And then nobody's going to be talking about it in like inside of a month. And I was like, oh, actually, this was good. I was like, this was actually good. And now they got another one. I think it was Project Pegasus or Project something or other? I don't remember what it was.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember who's behind that one. Ernie read Charlemagne's comic. I was straight after the
Illuminati?
first issue. Yeah, I was good after the first issue. I'm straight.
I liked it. I mean, it does go down some typical routes. I'm not gonna bullshit you and say that it don't. It goes down some very like typical. This is what white people make comics like this. Black people make comics like this type of vibe somewhere down the road. I still enjoyed it, but it definitely does have that asterisk on it.
Knowing that Brian Hill wrote that, you just giving me more ammo not to go pick up that last trade, Ultimate Black Panther.
crazy. Well,
I do not want to, dog. And I think a lot of y'all can understand me when I say this. You know them books you just do not want to pay full price for. That's Ultimate Black Panther for me. I don't want to buy that book full price. I want a discount, but I need a nice discount. I don't want to get rid of no books to get that book. I don't.
See, and you know what? I wonder how much bread it takes. I wonder how much bread it takes to get those books on like across the whole website. Because I'm half tempted to like depending on how much money, like how much bread it takes. Well, like, all right, man, put my shit on there.
Yeah.
Make everybody sick of my shit. Yeah. But no, I'm here for I'm here for what I'm here for what Iman's doing with this. I like it. It's not the story. Like, honestly, what I like about it even more beyond anything else is that it's not the type of story that I would have expected her to do.
Okay.
Like, I mean, not saying like, oh, I mean, honestly, I kind of expect her to do something more like fantastical or like, you know, more cape-ish, but it's good to know that she has the chops to, you know, tell a story that is off the beaten path, more grounded, down to earth, because in my opinion, those are the harder stories to tell. I'm not saying it's easy to write like fantasy and bombast and, you know, shit like that, but like I feel like there's way more shit you can kind of throw at the wall when you're doing those types of books versus doing something that's set in a very fucking real world.
Plus, it's a bigger challenge just because of people expecting you to do the capes and fantastical stuff. So you're gonna have people that are gonna be more standoffish because you're doing something that is more of a detective noir, whatever this next issue for the be.
Right.
So she had that going against her and still pumped out a good first issue.
Oh yeah, no, I and you know what? I think there's value. I think there's a lot of value in how she tackled that because even for me, like when I put out Heart of the Darkness, like I think a lot of people when I first started talking more about it, I think a lot of people expected to be like an X-Men book. I think people were expecting me to do like, oh, it's like, you know,
fanfic.
He's gonna do X-Men, he's gonna do Batman, he's gonna do like, you know, Superman or or whatever. Which to be fair, I have. I'm there is a book I'm working on that is, you know, along those lines, but I wanted to, you know, do something that was, you know, not expected of me. But yes, but yeah, it's and I do agree with this. The thing with Iman is that she don't give a fuck. And matter of fact, it's even a part of this story. Like the whole there, like it's not like and done in a way too, I feel like feels really natural. Like it's all kind of brought up like as like she's talking, like, or I say she, as Layla is talking. Like it just kind of like, you know, referencing things about like her family, her community, like where she comes from. There's like little things that just pop up here and there, and it's like she'll, you know, she makes a passing mention about, you know, how the mosque is like the center of all the gossip in the community, and how like, you know, talking about a time where someone had, you know, spiked some drinks at a sleepover, and for those that don't know, that's one of those things that is not, well, I mean, it's not okay to do, period, but yeah, that's in Muslim culture, that would, especially for someone who is very adamant and not like, you know, imbibing alcohol and stuff like that, like it's kind of like a you're really fucking with somebody's shit right there at that point. But yeah, I loved it. I liked what she brought to this, and honestly, I want to see, I mean, obviously I'm gonna read the whole thing because duh. I actually ended up having to get it on Amazon. I ended up having that's how I read it. I read it on Amazon. Because unfortunately Global Comics does not get new Image Comics anymore, so I kind of had to Yeah, I kind of had to. I had to deviate. I apologize. I had to deviate from my usual source, but and I wasn't like. Funny story. I was actually telling Carter this. Apparently my comic shop changed their hours, and I just never noticed. I usually go during the week in like the afternoons, but I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've gone in on a Saturday morning, and I've done this before in the past where I've like gone in on a Saturday morning and picked up, you know, my books and then come back in before we get started. But apparently
Mhm.
they changed their hours and they were not going to be open until we went live. So I
Mm.
basically was like, so I literally sat in my car like after you know, walking, you know, from the shop back to my car, sitting in my car ordering, you know, the book on the little Kindle app, you know, gimmick or whatever, and read it pretty quickly in the car, came home, kind of read over it again, and while I was eating my egg McMuffin. So yeah, it was good shit, man. I
Right.
really enjoyed it.
We only got one
Oh,
question this week,
oh, go ahead, shoot.
so that's a good one.
Well, before we do that real quick, I do
Yeah.
wanna I wanna remind people of something just real fast.
Shoot.
Because this is portent. This is portent. So you have already missed. You've already missed clearly the FOC for CHACHU, which was July the 13th, and we are already on August the 8th. But if any of what we said sounded the least bit interesting to you, well, for one, you can go to your shop and and to be fair, it's one of those that I think it should not really be a surprise or anything, but go to your shop, ask if you can get Chachi on your pull list. They'll do it for you. I know there are some shops that are really weird about pull list and things of that nature, but I'm gonna say those shops are the bug, not the feature. But right here, you've got Chachu number 2. FOC is August 17th. So you got a little time. You've got till not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. So 2 Mondays from now is the
Mhm.
last day to get Chachu on your pull list and to guarantee your copy. So I would say if you're interested, if you're down, you want to pick that bad boy up, I would say maybe get on that. Ask for different covers or whatever, because this is where you're going to kind of see some of those other covers come into play. But
Mhm.
but yeah, this is also, I love this. This is probably one of the, really, I think, man, their A cover game is actually pretty lit. Not gonna hold you, but also I really love Mariana's work on that book, and she's on the cover for this one as well. But yeah, go do that. Get it in your pull box. Do the thing. And you can do it through League of Comic Geeks if you so choose. Just make
Mhm.
sure that your LCS participates in that, and do what they tell you to do. You said we got one?
Yep, got one. I don't really feel like it's not a question though.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
well,
hold
no,
on.
it's a question, but anyway,
Is it just
greetings,
worded
Blerd and
weird?
Carter. Greetings, Blerd and Carter. This is from Qdoma. Hope
uh,
you have an eventful and safe week. Question: Did you know the iconic X-Men '90s cartoon theme by Rob Wasserman sounds identical to a main theme of a popular '80s Hungarian police comedy titled Linda? It led to a copyright lawsuit in 2019 against Marvel, Disney, Fox, and Saban.
I heard that there was a lawsuit. I don't remember, like, I remember it being about something, but maybe that was what it was. Maybe that's what that was. I didn't know about, I knew there was a lawsuit, but I didn't really fully understand why. Because I think, when they were first talking about doing, like, when there was first, like, rumblings
Mhm.
of X-Men 97, I think before we actually even knew there was X-Men 97, that was something I do remember. I remember there being talk about that.
Mm.
But yeah, I never really looked into it because honestly, a lot of times with stuff like that, and I think this is because of the nature of how creativity works, it's not that hard to do.
Mhm.
There was even an episode of Poker Face about it. I don't know if did you ever watch Poker Face?
First season, not second season.
It was in the first season then.
Hmm.
But remember the one that had Chloe Savini, one where she was in the
Mm-mm.
band.
I remember the band. I'd have to go back and watch that show. It has been a minute. That was a quick one off.
It was so basically none of their music was entirely original. The band,
Mhm.
because basically it was the theme to Benson.
Okay.
It was that, but yeah. So yeah, a lot of songs. All like, if you like, when I was, I made my mom laugh at this. I was showing her that video. I think we looked at it a ways back. The one where it was like video game themes that clearly are knockoffs of like popular music from elsewhere.
Mhm.
I showed it to her. She was like, every time she just kept looking at me, just like I just kept getting the silent nigga. Come on. But yes. I am curious about that. Who won?
He did not put it. It was a more.
Here,
Did you know?
The suit claimed argue the Marvels has been exposed to the Hungarian show at the time, despite claims the X-Men doesn't actually say. The case was quietly settled out of court in 2021. That's why I remember hearing about it. That is why I remember hearing about it. That was the reason. Cause when did season 1 first so when they first started really like kind of tamping down on like the rumors of like what X-Men 97 was going to be, I remember that lawsuit kind of making the rounds.
Okay.
Because people were curious as to whether they were going to use the original theme song or not. That's why when you watch 97, it's the same theme, but it's changed. It's actually not the same theme at the same time. If you like, it's a little bit different. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was most certainly a fat paycheck. Also, shout out to Gabriel the Dark Knight. Says, good afternoon, Blerd and Carter, dropping some change to collect your plate for the building fund. You goddamn right, because one day, unlike Dr. Umar, we are going to build the school. Thank you for that. 1999. Super chat. Also, let's see. We got a couple more here a couple questions here I want to take a peek at.
Okay.
Yes. Vanilla Ice can explain music copyright. This true. Actually, Carter, did you know if you just change the key of a song, you can almost completely negate a copyright lawsuit? Yep. Well, I mean, because you kind of have to, because most music uses the same like chords. Pretty much all music you have like same chords, same notes, shit like that. So it's real easy for a lot of songs to sound similar. So like if you have all these songs that have like similar beats, like there's only so many beats in the world. There's only so many chord structures in the world. Eventually at some point, somebody's going to use something that someone else has already used. So changing the key, whatever, can usually get around a lot of that. So
that reminds me of there was Bobby Brown. It was
yes.
It was Every Little Step, that song he did.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And people realized that the Spring Yard Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog is the same deal.
Same
you
thing.
can literally play that
Yes.
Sonic the Hedgehog song instead of the Bobby Brown music, and all three of them niggas are still dancing on key to Sonic the Hedgehog, the Spring Yard song.
Every little step I take.
Yeah.
All the while I'm sitting here speed dashing and jumping on motherfuckers' heads and shit and getting golden rings. But no, that's why a lot of those that's why a lot of the music and video games used to be so catchy. Even Streets of Rage was guilty of it. Like, I don't know the exact songs, but like if when I go back and listen to a lot of the songs that were in Streets of Rage 2, a lot of them sounded like songs that were like already pretty popular. Like because of the nature of how they made those songs and what they like, how they you're like kind of like in a MIDI format, so like you can kind of, the song won't always sound exactly like, but you can make it a little too close. Like Street Fighter, we talked about this before with the I think was it Ken, is it Ken's theme? I think it's Ken's theme. Yeah. That's basically a song from Top Gun.
Like, you played that one on here. Yeah, you played that one on here.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Ken Stage, Top Gun, boom. That's it. That's the one. But yeah, we got another here says question. Mike Mahan says, if you were to do a video on a Rick Remender comic, what would be your pick? It's funny. We were talking about Rick Remender just yesterday. Just between us. Honestly, I could pick a lot of things, but honestly, I'd probably, even though I feel like I did a video about this like a long time ago, but I'd probably do a more updated one. I'd probably do a video about Deadly Class. Because that's a book that kind of lives. It's a book that lives, mostly rent free in my head.
Because he doesn't have all of it. He doesn't want to spend the money to get all of it.
Nope. Oh no! When there's a little funny sidebar. When I was talking to Carter yesterday, we were talking about or I just thought about Escape. That would probably be another one. But I want to read a little bit more of Escape before I do a video about it. I want to see that book reach a certain point before I start just really kind of digging into it. But no, Seven to Eternity would probably be another one now I think about it. But no, Deadly Class, because Rick Remender is in San Francisco right now. And when Carter sent me the message about it, I didn't read the San Francisco part. I was like, oh yeah, pimp, you go ahead and go get that for me.
What he's talking about is real quick, Rick Remender is doing an autograph signing at a comic shop in San Francisco, and he's going to make that comic shop the official permanent pop-up shop for his image imprint Giant Generator, where he said on Instagram that they're going to have every book that he had that has been done, that he was taken from other imprints, and put them all under Giant Generator, from compendiums to oversized hardcovers. Each and every one of his books is in San Francisco right now. One of which is Deadly Class Volume 3, which is the only one that Ernie is missing, that has been long out of print, that Ernie does not want to have to spend an arm and a leg to get. So that was the conversation we were having yesterday.
Because motherfuckers are busting heads. I think I might have showed it before, but if you go on... Yeah, if you go on eBay and look up Deadly Class Deluxe hardcover 2, motherfuckers are 3. Yeah, 3. They are absolutely positively busting heads. What? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait.
I got to go back and read Seven to Eternity, because the one thing I remember about that book is the same problem I had with Tokyo Ghost. I feel like they got rushed at the end. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, look at this shit right here. They want $113 for this shit. That's
actually one of the cheaper ones.
That's one of the cheaper ones. Yeah, no, that's one of the cheaper ones, but still, like, and I think this one that's a bid, but I don't think that one is.
How long does it have? You better get it.
Oh no, you know what's gonna happen. Motherfuckers are watching this shit.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't like eBay. Yeah.
Yeah, they watching that shit.
Seconds. Yeah.
And they gonna come in, someone gonna drop like 50 on it, and I'm gonna be mad. But no.
Okay.
But yeah, 3. That's the one I'm missing. So And you can't get. I think you can still technically get the other 3, but for whatever reason, Volume 3 is the one that like they will not
Yeah.
reprint, and I fucking hate them for that. I mean, I get why, because technically that comes out of Rick Remender, and oh my god, is it? Why am I blanking on dude's first name? But I keep wanting to say Kyle Craig.
Kyle Higgins.
Kyle. Well, no. There's a.
Kyle Higgins.
No. Yeah, I have the book right here. I literally.
Oh, you're talking about the artist for Deadly Class.
Yeah. I was like, I could just
Wes
reach
Craig.
over. Wes Craig.
Yeah.
Why did I want to say Kyle Craig? I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah, that they would have to come out of pocket for.
Okay.
They'd have to come out of pocket for that book, to get reprinted, basically. Not Image Comics.
All right.
Carry on. What do we got? Let's see here.
We got a 10 from Romy Forever. He said
Yes,
he just
we
wants to show some
do.
love. Appreciate that, man.
Man, we love that shit. We love that shit.
Thank you.
I saw another one, but I feel like I'm missing it. Like it's disappeared on. Wait. Where to go? Oh, hey, I got one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're good there. So this, let's see here. Thoughts on Todd McFarlane's? Did y'all see Todd McFarlane's thoughts on comics renumbering to 1? Did you see it?
No, I did not. Ever since all that Spawn shit came out with his talk, with everything he said about the movie and where it is, and when he talked about the animated series that is done, it's just sitting in a box somewhere, I have not given a rat's ass about anything Todd McFarlane is talking about.
I don't blame you. But no, basically, I do agree with him, though.
So he said,
Image.
Go ahead.
Oh no, basically it just said that new number ones are a short-term hit, but not worth it in the long run, and that he would never do it with Spawn.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Basically, he says I'm not going to renumber Spawn. Can I renumber Spawn to number 1? Yes, but why? I always ask the why of it. I mean, the other than you can get a short-term hit.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And he said selling more. It basically goes on to say that he said even though those short-term hits are appealing, the constant renumbering does not lead to publishers selling more books or selling more of that book than you were 5, 6, 7 years ago. He says, so why would I copy that? Why would I disrupt it? I've said it before to people. I don't know how to collect Fantastic Four from 1961 all the way up to today chronologically because there's so many new number 1s. It's like, well, when did it stop? They went back to the legacy number, and it's like, whatever, I don't know. With Spawn, I'm just going to add one more number to the total every month. And while say what you will about Todd McFarlane, say what you will about Spawn, I do not disagree because that shit's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Especially considering that a lot of the new number 1s we get are continuations of... The one thing that one thing that always comes to mind, Steve Orlando with Scarlet Witch. That boy got how many new number 1s, and they were just a continuation of the previous volume. So there's no reason for it to be a number 1. So yeah, I agree with Todd 100%. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, that million percent. We got another one here. This is from Highlight. Says, hey, have you guys read the new Godzilla? I have not read the most recent issue yet.
No,
I'm actually behind. And I feel sad about that too, because I feel like so much stuff has been coming out. I've kind of like, and some of y'all might know this, I have comic book ADHD. So sometimes like something will be like at the forefront of my mind and then something else will fall by the wayside and then I'll come back to it later and be like, oh, hey, the thing that I loved. So yeah, I will be getting back to it here pretty soon though. I need to finish up some stuff.
This I have to just get out of my system because I see where we are on time right now. That boy Jeremiah saying that's how the Storm comic got fucked over, having to reset to a number 1. Let me sit you down and tell you right the fuck now. That ain't why Storm got fucked over, pimping. I want you look. Can you give me one real quick? I need you to sit down and I need you to look at me. Look at me looking at you, looking at me. resetting that Storm coming to a #1 ain't the fucking reason that book went downhill, big dog. That is not how Storm got fucked over. It ain't have nothing to do with renumbering. I don't know who told you that. It was probably that same they that told my goddamn coworker that MJ and fucking Gene and Peter Parker was true loves and shit. It's probably the same theys that told you that. No.
No, that was
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I will say this: the renumbering didn't help, but that was not the sole reason why. No,
Yeah,
there's a lot.
We ain't finna lie like that.
Nah. We also got, this is more of a compliment. John Stewart says, I finished reading the Power Fantasy. As much as y'all talked about it, I was not ready. The way y'all hype up a book without spoiling it needs to be studied. Thanks again. Hey, I thought we did a fantastic job on that. I do. And you know what? I'm very happy that a lot of people took that recommendation from us.
Yep.
And gave it a chance. Because the Power Fantasy, and I've actually thought about doing like a standalone video, but also still staying away from spoilers. But yeah, I feel like the Power Fantasy is one of those books that it's like a once in a generation type of book. Like you won't see a book like that again for a while. A book that's that cohesive and together and tells such a great story, doesn't overstay its welcome, doesn't understay its welcome either. Fantastic shit.
I need to reread it.
Yeah, I'm actually, man, I was looking at the trades sitting over there and I was like, Also, we have got this is from Lamar. Says, question, hey, Blerd Carter, what announcement do you guys think we will get from Marvel at D23 next week? Ooh.
Oh, this is quick.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you because I didn't even know D23 was next week. I'm like, be completely honest with you. Didn't even know it.
Well,
didn't even know it.
I think I honestly kind of smooth forgot about it. I'm not gonna hold you. But I do think you'll probably get some more X-Men casting notes, probably. Maybe. Because some of them have already kind of been making it out into the wind.
Yeah.
So maybe. But I feel like they're not gonna announce too much. Right. I mean, they're gonna announce some shit, obviously, but I feel like you're probably gonna see some Daredevil Born Again shit. Because yeah, they were already filming that when season 2 was out. I feel like you'll probably see whatever other Disney Plus show will probably be like the next thing. You might get a little more Ghost Rider info, but I don't think that'll be the case. And probably a lot of talk about Doomsday. If I had to hazard a guess. That's
shit, and probably DMX. DMX is the next big thing, comic book wise, when Avengers Armageddon ends.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of covers and shit coming out for that with the Icy White Hank McCoy, but you know.
Yeah. Hey, that's triple OG. That's Look, I love how X-Force Beast says, hey, look, we found a way to keep X-Force Beast in the fold, y'all. We found it. But no, that said, I don't think, oh wait, we do have one more thing I want to hit. This is actually coming over from the Streamlabs side of things.
What we got?
Blam, we have got Triple Dot.
Oh, you fucking
says, I don't usually do this, but go ahead and keep the party going with that 1999 super chat. Hey, look, I appreciate it. Look, man, we just keep doing it, man. Just keep doing it. It just keeps, I feel like we're in that that Daft Punk song, Around the World. We're just gonna keep running it back. Just keep running the beat back. Let's see. Might as well keep it on the hey, nah, I gotta do it like this because I don't want Carter to be able to mute it. I don't want to be ready. I don't want to be ready.
You gotta be hidden for saying shit like that. Nope. You gotta get your out of here.
Nah, bring Kaori back. Justice for Kaori Knight.
We gotta no.
But no, I think I feel like that's wow. Says that Dollar
Mike
Tree
Manhattan
right now.
I'm at a Dollar Tree right now. They got a display of DC Comics on sale for $125. Did you know there was a Batman and Aquaman book? Yes, I did. So
Oh,
it's actually pretty funny. The Comics the Magazine with Tony Fleeks and Tim Seeley talking about the Dollar Bin Kings. That is a thing that DC is doing right now. It's like early rebirth stuff. It's like maybe a comic or two for like $1, like $1.25. Yeah. So that is a thing.
We're gonna get some new NFL Super Pro news. I mean, hey, we can only hope. We can only hope. So is a Power Fantasy over with then? No, it's on hiatus. It'll be back probably sometime either late
next year.
Yeah, if I had to hazard a guess, late next year. Honestly, I would be shocked if it gets pushed back to 2028, just because how busy Gillen is probably going to be. And then Joe says, hey, when's Carter going to get a revenge jingle to do back? See, that's the funny thing.
I don't want a fucking jingle. That's the funny thing. I don't want one.
Well, I was going to say, even if you had one, I'm such a music guy that, like, I'd be like, oh, I'd have fun with it. I'd have fun with it. See, that's threatening me with a good time. That's what that does. Bring back the Pro Stars. I mean, look. Wait, can we? No. Can we bring? No, I don't know if we can do that. Yep, I think that's it. Carter, do you have anything you want to say before we get up out of here? Because I got nothing.
No.
Then you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say thank you all for taking the time to hang out with us and watch the show. Go read CHACHU. And you know what? Go tell Iman Vellani how much you loved it if you have read it, because I think she deserves all the flowers on this one. That said, for I guess I don't know if I'm supposed to have another video up. I don't know if Robo got it ready yet. But the X-Men 97 episode 8 breakdown should be out at some point, I would hope, but my hopes for that are kind of dying, that it will probably just wind up not being released until Monday. But which I would rather not. But that said, I will probably have some stuff that'll drop next week outside of I've kind of just been doing like the X-Men 97 stuff and just kind of left it at that, because that's a whole undertaking now at this point. But yeah, I'll be getting back to my normal shit here probably before long. And yeah, I got nothing else. Just keep it locked. Also, any new videos you see popping up, I'm not so much worried about the live streams, but definitely for the videos, make sure that y'all are using the hype button on those videos, because it helps the channel out tremendously. Like really seriously, it really does. Like any of my videos have done really well, like that Cage video, it was because it got the fuck hyped out of it. So I need y'all on the hype going forward. Also, before you get out of here, make sure you leave a like. Yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any videos or live streams or anything else that I put up. And outside of that, for Carter Presents, I am the Blerd without fear. And Dark Horse,
we coming for you, nigga.